All right, I'm here. I'm ready. Hope you've all got your Mike and Ike's chat and you're ready to go. Are we live? We are. And we're back with more Gaunt Skull. Mike and Ike's that's just a joke with me in chat. You guys don't get that.
Of
It's
course.
just between me and chat.
Of course. I do have your chat open, so I am actively
No,
reading.
they were watching
What's
a
that?
Mike and Ike ad during the starting up screen.
Yeah, I got stuck with an ad too. Ridiculous.
Everybody go buy Mike and Ike's.
This stream brought to you
Local
by
Mike
both
and Ike.
Mike
By Mike and
and
Ike's.
Ike. Separately, actually. It's a little strange. They sponsored us separately. There was no communication between the two.
Yeah, they did that thing where they like rebranded and it was like they like were in an argument or
It's like
something.
the
Does anybody
Coen
else remember
brothers.
that?
They've split up now. They're working on different movies.
Yeah.
Mike and Ike no longer together. Creative differences.
Tragic.
Oh.
It's like Hall and Oates.
Yeah.
They have a restraining order against each other, guys. It's real tea.
Really? That's
Really?
Did not know.
All right. So, welcome back to Gaunt Skull. We are ready to go and ready to launch right into it. So let's do a little recap, shall we? So, previously on session 21, the false advertising stream, where I just straight up lied in the tweet.
What'd you say in the tweet?
I told
That we were gonna rob a
you guys
pirate
were gonna
ship.
rob a pirate ship, and then you did.
Well, you see.
Oops.
We were busy.
We're the best at following breadcrumbs,
That's why
guys.
I had to add like an asterisk to this one, because like probably they're gonna do it this time, right? Anyway,
I don't know.
previously on, our band of thieves with a heart of gold all escaped from a prison transport, but now working alongside an ally named Camille in order to rob the slightly sketchy noblewoman, Lady Gwendolyn Gaunt, by breaking into her bank, her highly secure bank vault at Evermore Banking and Holdings, the most secure bank in all the realm. In order to do so, they are working on their setup phase. They're trying to gather resources, plan out the heist, and recruit some allies. So, during this extensive scouting phase before the actual heist itself, the party have been doing some work for some others in order to not only obtain some gold to potentially help fund the acquisition of resources, but also to potentially recruit and get on the good side of a few allies in the city of Marin Hall. Their most recent exploit was investigating a blackmail scheme that was currently going down. Somebody was blackmailing the local Church of Fortuna and was attempting to tarnish their very squeaky clean reputation by threatening to release the source of a very sizable donation they just got that they were using to repair some of the damage to the church in a recent fire. And the source of that gold that they were received in their donation was through piracy, as one does. And so during the investigation into the blackmail, they saw that the representative, the one who was just delivering the missives to the church, a sort of third party, was traced back to a seedy little pirate ship turned tavern in the Wash, the sketchiest district in the city. And so the party, in order to investigate further, decided that they would do so at night, that they were going to break in and look into what was going on in that tavern in the locked deck that they couldn't access. And So they formulated a little plan. They are working together with another interested party, the sister of one of the priestesses in the church, who is acting as a bit of an inside man, and their current plan. Well, their plan last time was to head over there after dark, potentially drug the large troll bouncer, and make their way inside. But they didn't get that far. Instead, they went to the baths to relax and got roped into solving a very heated and steamy affair. Um,
Don't phrase it like that. What the hell?
Yeah, I was gonna
Hey,
say.
somebody
He's a
was
little
running around
sus.
naked. That's all I'll say,
Oh,
chat.
that's true.
Go watch
That's
that
true.
episode.
Hey, I forgot.
There was, in fact, some naked running
And
about.
so,
Yeah, there was a naked happened.
And so the party, after investigating a different lead, another thread that they had been pulling on, diffused a situation at the bathhouse in which the boilers seemed to be possessed by a demonic presence. And so after solving that, they have finally left the bathhouse and are turning their attention back towards their little plot. So that's where we'll return. If you want to know what the hell I'm talking about, you can just go watch Session 21. If you can't find it on Twitch, you can just search Grand Lorian on YouTube, just the same thing as my Twitch title, and that'll find the VOD channel. We do also have the archive link right here. If you want to go watch the VODs, there you go. I'm not going to explain that whole episode. It would take another 10 minutes. You guys can go watch that if you want to see the bathhouse adventure. Yeah, you got to progress every side quest before you do the MSQ.
Yeah, because otherwise we'll be locked out of content.
Yeah,
Exactly.
What if
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
MSQ locks out some side quests, man? What if they're timed?
That's right. Wait,
Worst fear.
wait.
Wait.
We're not timed, are we?
I mean, there was a soft timer on this one. on the bath one that you completed. It was getting worse and worse there every day, and if you guys had just ignored the quest entirely, eventually you would have just heard an explosion on the other side of the city.
No! Oh, God!
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice. I support it.
Well, I'm glad we helped them.
Sheesh. We also helped ourselves because now we don't have to spend a ridiculous amount of money on a Cinderstone or steal
Or
it
have
from
to
a
steal from the
business.
brewery. Yeah. We support small businesses.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Here on Grand Lorian, we support small businesses.
All right, so getting back into it, you depart from the bathhouse, and it's getting later. You guys were going to the bathhouse to wait, so it is sort of progressing in towards the evening. It's sort of just sundown, so you got a little bit of time left because you did say that you wanted to do a couple other things before actually going to the Knife's Edge, the tavern. So it is just kind of like sundown right now.
We
but
have
you
to
were-
go get our potion, right?
Yeah, that was something that you wanted to do. You
Yeah.
wanted to go and pick up the little commission you had given to Creekrock, and for your sleeping potion, because you needed to get that before you do your little plan.
Did we long rest or anything?
Not yet, I don't think, because I walked straight out of the bathhouse.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you guys just left the bathhouse, so you have not long rested since this morning.
Huh.
Is anybody super bad?
Yes. But
Yeah,
that might be, that might be because I might have forgotten to long rest at one point. I don't know when that could have been, but that sounds like something I'd do.
I feel like
We
wasn't there a
we were
didn't we
discussing that
assume
last
that you
session.
did?
Wait, what?
We were discussing that last session, and I believe I gave you spell slots back because we decided you hadn't. right?
Oh, I got spell slots
Yeah.
back.
But I don't remember if we 100% decided. Let me take a look at your health right now.
I think we told her that she had spell slots back, but I don't know if she clicked the long rest button on her character
She
sheet.
shouldn't have because we were in the middle of combat, so I didn't want her to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But you're at full health anyway, so what does it matter?
Oh. Because I don't have my channel divinity.
Yeah,
think
you're
that's
you're
gonna
low
be-
on spell slots, but we decided that was because of your
Oh.
because it was the same day as the alchemy robbery, right? That was why we
Yeah.
said that you had
Yeah.
spent all your spell slots on that.
Huh. I don't rightly remember using the channel divinity, but
You used your channel divinity to
It
try to
was,
focus your energy
Try to-
into
yeah,
the,
cure
the
them.
spirit thing. Yeah,
It was for the fountain.
For the
we
furnace.
used like
Oh!
a sort of flavor use for it rather than a like mechanical one that was written down. I let you use that
Oh.
to postpone the channeling to let them interrupt it, which ended up working out for you guys because you cut the boss fight in half.
Oh,
Literally.
I thought that was my bad. I thought that was me using bless or something else.
Oh, you said you were going to use your channel divinity for that, so I made it easier for you because you were channeling more divinity than just a bless spell.
Oh, okay.
We could just go pick up the potion and then just kind of chill where we need to be and either shorter or
you
long
will
rest.
have more than enough time for a short rest. A long
Short
rest
rest.
is like 8 hours, so probably not that. You'd probably miss your window that you're aiming for. But again, it's sundown right now, so around 7. And you were told that the knife's edge closes up like just after midnight, typically, which is when you were aiming to go there, because you were trying to
Right.
ambush the barkeep on his way out, right, to get the keys.
Mhm.
So if you were waiting for lockup, you're waiting till like 1 a.m. anyway, so you have plenty of time.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I say we go get the potion and then we can decide from there.
That sounds good.
Very well. So you make your way along the streets, headed back towards the Central Canal, which is, of course, where Marlborough Magic, the old abandoned magic shop, sits. And you find it much as you left it. To the outside eye, quite abandoned. You guys just going right down in, because I can just bring you right in there if you don't want to
Yeah.
go outside in the upstairs thing and all the way down in the basement.
Is Kagok still naked?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh. Maybe we should
You find
fix that
Kagox's
real
clothes
quick.
along the way. Boom, done.
Nice. Force him to put them on.
An errant wizard happening to wander by sees naked Kagox and just magics clothes onto him because they don't want to look at
Honestly,
that.
yeah. Honestly, I respect
Pull out
that.
their wand and just zap him with a clothes spell.
Like, unsightly.
Have a little decency, zap.
get zapped.
Exactly. Get zapped, bitch.
Chat says he needs to put some trunks on. Good joke, chat.
Haha, but I'm.
Come on, chat.
Applause. +2, chat. +2.
Can we give them inspiration?
Yeah, can we give chat inspiration?
Chad, you have inspiration now. Good job.
Yay!
What you do with
Proud
that,
of you,
that's up
Chad.
to you, but you got inspiration now. You decide what that means to you in your own personal sense. Alright. Marlborough Magic. Let's go there. So if you're all going with, nobody's off doing something else, then I'll bring you all together.
Yeah.
So,
It's
you
time for
make
my
your way-
favorite NPC voice.
I don't remember it. I forget every time. It's a new voice each time.
It was really good last time.
Alright.
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta live up to that. So, as long as everybody's going with, if nobody's off doing their own thing, then you all make your way back down into the basement of Marlborough Magic and enter Creecroc's little laboratory. He's hard at work. He's got his little stool that he uses to reach his tables, but he's hunched over at an alembic and hard at work distilling something. You can see kind of steam pooling along the upper ceiling of this little cellar. He notices you all as you enter and says, you're back.
That's right. We are back for Teresa. Kind of turns. And she's like, for what exactly? Because she was kind of. I think she was drunk during a lot of that.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true. You're right. And you know what? We'll step up. She'll be like, the potion that we had commissioned from you.
Yes, the sleeping draft. I remember now. He wanders off, rifles through a few things, pulls out a little thin, stoppered vial, and hobbles back over to you guys. He holds up proudly. Here you are.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your hard work and, making this so quickly for us.
No. Happy to help. Also happy that you didn't bash my head in. So happy to be on your team. I am on your team. He glances at Kagox. Everyone remember, I'm on your team.
I glare at him very, very sternly. I don't like this
team.
bird.
His eyes are darting back to you, Anthony and Cerisa. Your team.
That's right. You are on our team.
Cerisa
gives Kagux a look. Isn't that right, Kagux?
And this will be very helpful, Kagox, and he made this for us, so he's helping us, and it's all okay.
I just keep my eyes on the bird the whole time. Teresa's looking at me. I'm looking at the bird.
He looks at me. I look at the bird.
Look at him. He looks at me.
Now, some notes on its usage. You did say that you were rather trying to put to sleep a rather large fellow, correct? You wanted something rather potent.
Yes.
Yes.
Quite large, yeah.
If that is the case, then I would advise the full dose. Otherwise, it might wear off much quicker. But if you're, for some reason, changing your plan and using it on a normal person, don't give them the full dose. They will die. So just a half dose if it's a normal person like your size. But if they're larger, then do use the full dose because it won't work otherwise.
Okay, I will make a note of that. And she takes out some paper and just jots that down and we'll wrap it around the vial. Full dose for a big person, half dose for a regular person, it will kill them. Yeah, and then she'll tuck it away.
Now then, is that all?
I believe so. Unless anybody else had anything.
No.
Nothing for now, but if we do need any more help, we'll surely come to you because you're on the team. Looks at Kagox.
Yes, on your side.
And
Everyone
we appreciate
remembers
your
I'm on
help.
your side.
That's right. You're on our side.
He vigorously nods.
So, I guess that means we'll be on our way with whatever this plan is.
of course, if you need anything else brewed or distilled or anything, please do come back. I would be happy to handle it because I am on your team.
This poor bird man.
He's so traumatized.
I have
And we're
not
so
stopped
happy to
looking
have
at the
you.
bird. I have not stopped looking at this guy.
And Theodore will like walk towards the ladder and specifically get in the like sight line of Kgox and
Gox is like 8 feet tall, so he's like looking over.
She's on her tippy toes. She's trying. She's jumping
Your
up
tippy
and down.
hooves? Your tippy hooves?
Yeah, her tippy hooves. Sorry, yes.
Tippy hooves.
Tippy hooves.
Tippy hooves.
Do we need any more potions being made for us for anything? I don't really know.
He's an alchemist, so doesn't necessarily need to be specifically potions, but if there's anything that you generally think you want fabricated, he might be able to handle it. You'd have to pitch it to him.
Oh,
I'm sure eventually we'll need something, but like I can't think of anything right now.
right? Mm.
We just wait until a quest asks an item of us, and then we will go ask.
You have
What
to wait
sort
for the
of?
exclamation point to appear over
That's
his
right.
head, and then we
Yeah,
select
yeah.
the quest. Yeah.
Yeah. How many side quests do we still have?
20.
No, don't say that. We don't. No.
We have
Check the journal. Check the journal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, because we've completed the shopping list.
You got your shopping list
Only
done.
4.
You're
yeah.
working on Death of a Corsair right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spicing things up is done. You're working on Contract Null and Void, but that one's kind of on the back burner for now.
Mm-hmm.
You
Sort of
haven't-
working on-
yeah, haven't even
We're
acknowledged
we're
that
trying,
Trevor in Trouble exists.
Listen, there's a lot to do. We know we have to do it. There's
Sections is
just a lot to
done,
do.
and you're making progress on living with the Fane.
Yeah, we got the salve for
Leah,
it.
Yeah, you just haven't brought it
Leah
back
is
there.
always thinking about Troubadour in Trouble, okay?
Well,
Leah
she
is
hasn't
always
mentioned
thinking
it. She hasn't pushed for it, so
Yeah, because everybody
Try
got
harder.
other shit to worry about right now.
try harder.
Okay. Alright.
So Quick Rock leaves you to your business, and he kind of bustles back off to go stand up on one of his stools and begin working
Is he
again.
lonely? I feel bad.
Aww. Is
I
he?
mean, he has been living here by himself, basically, for a very long time, so probably.
What does he like? Yeah. I don't know. Some people like that life. I don't know.
Ooh.
Insight check on Creek Rock to determine his,
You
his
can do it
happiness
if you
level.
want.
Yeah, wait, I'll try it. Ugh, only 11.
Maybe a bit of column A, a bit of column B. It's hard to put it.
Okay. New side quest: find Creek Rock a friend.
Aw.
You mean you guys aren't Creek Rock's friends?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I meant like one who's like here more permanently. We're his friend.
Somewhere in the
his friend.
distance, Creek Rock's shoulders slump. He stares at the floor sadly.
Oh,
Yeah, he's on our side, but he's not our friend. Sad.
Aww.
no! Creek Rock.
No,
One
he's our
dares to
friend.
dream.
Ah! That's a legal move. That's an illegal move. I can't believe you did that.
Oh my god.
So, if you guys are leaving Marlboro Magic,
Yeah.
then you make your way back outside, and now you are standing out front with a little vial now added to your things.
I have a little like nonsensical meta question here. I got clothes prestidigitated on me. What do they look like? Go ahead, describe my clothes.
Well, the wizard who did it just sort of like did it to their own taste. So you're wearing like just like completely multicolored everything. They kind of were just doing it in passing, so it was just sort of like what they imagined clothes to look like. Plus, like they didn't put it in any thought into color coordinating it. So you're wearing like red and yellow striped pantaloons, and your tunic that you're wearing is like green and blue. Like it's a travesty.
Respect.
Oh,
Wizard has
Kgox.
given Kgox clothes.
Mm.
Kgox is
Kgox
free. Kgox is free.
And Thena's like looking him up and down, and she's just shaking her head. She's like, "Oh, Kgox, this is a fashion don't. Okay, we're gonna have to fix this."
You look at me as if I had a say in the matter. I could take these off if you wish.
No. We could.
Sorry. Yes, sorry, Kgox. I wasn't blaming you. I'm saying I'm sorry that wizard had such awful taste.
We could just go get your old clothes, Kgox. It's and then we can take a breather or something. We really don't need you to be naked anymore, Kgox.
Shudders.
Ceres shudder.
You've never been naked in your lifetime. I feel like this is something unnecessary.
Oh, Kgox. Only you would think that.
Really, he just wears an animal pelt. That's all he wears.
Oh, you know what? That's so true.
He probably just like removes the shirt, but then keeps the pants on because the red and white striped pantaloons seem kind of like.
I'm fucking with it pretty heavy. Elephant man in red and white pants.
Like a circus tent.
Yeah, it's like a circus.
I respect it.
Barnum and Bell
Reminds me-
Bottoms is what it is.
Reminds me of Calroy from The Crown of Candy.
Of course you would bring that up.
It does. He has good pants. That's like a whole plot point. Anyway.
Oh, Gabby.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, all right. I'm locked in.
Liv, didn't your Minotaur character in Hearth and Home make like a cloak out of a circus tent?
Yes, she did. Okay, that instantly popped into my mind as soon as I said that. I was like, oh, my queen, Naraka, I miss her.
Aww.
She's happy somewhere, probably.
Probably.
We don't know. Well, that's a story for later. That's a long story.
So, you all leave Marlborough Magic, and by the time you sort of walk down here along the canal and spoke with Creekrock and everything, we'll say another hour or so has passed. So, you are now sort of standing at like dusk, sort of twilight hour, and the sun's gone down, but there's still a bit of residual light left. So you can still kind of navigate relatively easily, and it's not like too late at night. But things are kind of winding down in Marenhall. There's a little less people on the streets. Most people that you walk past are headed home. Or to the bar. So what do you all do? You have a little bit more time. But you can just say we wait if you want. Please feel free to skip time too.
I think we need to go make sure that we drop off the potion, because we said we were going to leave it.
True.
Did we? Oh, wait. Did we say we were gonna leave it with the guy, or just like in the alleyway somewhere?
With the guy.
I don't know.
She
Okay.
arranged it.
She paid it. Yeah, she paid
With
him.
the
Okay,
governor.
okay, cool. Yes. So I think we should go do that, and then I'm cool to just like short rest until heist time, because that means I get my bardics back. So
Ooh.
I've not used a single bardic in a fight because I use them for dumb RP reasons, and I need to stop doing that. So the change starts today,
Best
guys.
life. No, live your best life. Use your bardic in silly RP situations. Don't let anything stop you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'll get channel divinity back.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay. How many spell slots do we get back in a short rest? Is that a thing?
It
Not
really
most classes.
depends on your class, but it's gonna be a no for most of them.
Well, this is gonna be an interesting heist, guys.
I mean, it probably is not combat.
Really?
Probably.
You want to say that? You want to say that?
Surely he wouldn't put two combats right after the other.
We'll
Yeah, I
see.
don't know. Yeah.
You control the fights you get in. That's all I'll say.
We were just supposed to talk it out with the water demons? What do you mean?
You could just run
Yeah,
away.
yeah, talk it out.
True. True. We could have just
Hypothetically
booked it.
true.
We could have booked it.
But what kind of gold-hearted thieves would we be if we ran away?
Cowards.
I do not run away.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, you guys making your way back towards the wash then?
Yes.
Very well. We'll unfurl your map just so that chat can get the lay of the land for this session. I like to do it at least once a session so people can see the map and get a sense of where you guys are headed. So, you were up at Misthaven Steamhouse. You wandered back along the canal back to Marlborough Boulevard where the abandoned magic shop is. And so now you make your way back down to the city towards the stilts. You are passing by the Quipper if you want anything, or to leave anything there, since you will walk right past it.
I think we should go ahead and leave the Cinderstone there.
Yeah. And the
Yeah,
other
we were told it's
volatile
explosive.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
still carrying
yeah.
the rune powder? Or did you leave that somewhere?
Mhm.
No, we are
I
still
think-
definitely carrying that.
That's right. We have a
Wait,
bomb in
really?
our pocket. Yes.
Lee, did you take it? Leah's carrying it?
Yeah,
Yes.
Leah has it. Yeah.
Did you take any damage in that last fight? No,
No.
right?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh
Everybody
my God.
collectively wipe your brows, because holy moly. I did not remember that you still had that on you. I assumed you would have
Yes,
dropped
I-
that at
yep.
the first possible
Nope, I
opportunity.
still had it the whole time.
Okay.
No, you didn't drop it off. We went straight to the house. Oh my
Well,
God.
I guess to be fair, you could have left it in the locker.
Oh.
Would Leah have left it in the locker?
But yeah, that's
Ah.
adjusted for Leah.
Well, she didn't take any damage during the fight anyway, so it's fine.
True. Thankfully.
So, you're passing by your safe house, your home base, the Tipsy Quipper, the tavern in the stilts. So if you want to leave anything there, please do say so.
Yeah, Leah's gonna drop off the rune powder.
Yeah, rune powder, Cinderstone. I think any of the bomb ingredients will just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, do not store them in the same area. Put them away from one
Opposite
another.
sides of
Like,
it.
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
Camille, as you guys walk in, Camille's there. She's writing something. She's drafting up plans, but she sees what you're bringing up there, rune powder, Cinderstone, and she just points to opposite corners of the room.
Cereza would like to hand Camille Cobalt, please.
Oh.
Oh, all right. I guess I can look after him. Does he need food or anything, or is there any specifics I need to? Does he just sit here on the table?
He kind of asks Cobalt if he's hungry.
Is
he hungry?
shakes his head no.
Nope. He's not hungry. All you need to do is just watch him. He might fly around a little bit. That's perfectly normal. And you have to make sure to give him lots of love.
All right.
Well, He'll get
the-
lonely.
Does he want the window open or anything?
Please don't. He might fly out.
All right. I'll leave him closed then.
Oh, wait. She looks at everyone. I think we're supposed to leave the windows open for the pelican. Oh!
Yeah.
So, well, I'll just tell Cobalt not to fly out the window. And she does so. In her little sneaky little...
You guys expecting a visit from the pelican? I don't remember.
I think we asked the
Or
pelican
just
to
for
like
the sake of.
Just
if she
in
wants to
case
visit.
she has to come hang around, yeah.
She's kind of
that and to look at the
I really like- oh,
magic
come
thingy.
She's so cute. I love her so much.
Yeah, we told her to hang, and if she could also like look at this magic thingy that holds like
Oh,
yes.
Ah, right, yeah. You wanted her to look at the
Yes,
artifact, yeah.
yes.
Alright.
Yeah, don't worry. I
Well,
remember the
it's not as
obscure
if Cobalt
things.
will just like leave if you don't want him to. You'll do what you tell him to. So
Yeah.
you can leave the
There's a
window
reason
open. It's not
tells
like
him.
he's gonna run away.
Teresa tells him not to go too far anywhere and gives him a little kiss on his forehead.
He nods.
And then he she hands him off to Camille. And says, "Don't worry, he doesn't bite."
Good.
Probably.
Good to know.
Probably.
Cobalt bites her immediately.
Oh, that sucked. Cobalt's not poisonous,
Every
right?
animal bites. Every animal bites.
Not Cobalt because he's a good boy.
I mean, he does eat rats, so he definitely bites.
Doesn't bite people unless provoked. There. She fixed it.
All right, yeah. So you leave Cobalt with Camille, and you leave the ingredients for your bomb stored very far apart from each other. And if that's all, then I guess you can grab something to eat too while you're there. If you want to do a short rest there, you can.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Since you still have a bit of time anyway, you can short rest and then go deliver your thing.
Can we have
Hell yeah.
food with the peppers in it? Let's go.
Yeah, you do have a surplus of Domsha peppers now, so you can put them in every meal for the rest of the campaign if you want to, because he just gave you a massive basket of them. So
Let's go.
they are very hot. So
Oh, wasn't it Antina who tried one and that didn't go well?
Yeah, you know, mate. Who could recall?
It went probably fine.
Teresa tries to convince her to eat another one. You just have to keep eating them. It won't be as bad if you keep eating them.
She, ooh, I think she will like pretend to eat it because she doesn't want to appear like a coward, but also does not want to be coughing for a heist. So
it is definitely the coward.
okay, all right, she'll eat it for real, for real.
Yeah. Ceresa's,
And has the exact same like nothing changed.
I'm so sorry, Ceresa's such a bully.
all right,
What is so special about these peppers?
Eat one.
you
they're
just
really
chopping
good.
a full pepper, Anthony?
Yeah,
All right.
like
Save.
a con save. Oh god. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, my +0 constitution. Oh, 16.
All right. Yeah, you managed to kind of like stop yourself from just immediately spitting it out. But they are quite hot.
Oh, yes.
And so your eyes are tearing up. You've got kind of drool coming out of your mouth just a little bit, and it's very hard to keep a straight face.
She's trying so hard, but she's kind of gotten like to the point of just disassociating because it's so painful.
Ceresa's just like smiling. She looks so like such a little schemer. Right? She's like, see, it's not that bad.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
There we go.
Do you have them like in an open basket or a bag?
Oh god.
Oh God.
Oh no.
We are setting ourselves up for success.
Like, are they visible? How many do we have? I don't want to eat all of them.
He just gave you like a full basket, so like it's just you've got like well over 50 there.
Okay, Kagox reaches in, grabs one, and just eats the whole thing.
All right. Con save.
So sorry. I'm so sorry.
12.
You start to wonder, Kegox, why the food attacked you. Because I don't know that you would have hot peppers where you are from.
I don't.
So this might genuinely be your first experience with just capsaicin in general. Just the idea of something being spicy might be this might be your first hit into that.
This is all my fault.
It's a very different burn than you're used to with alcohol.
Okay.
And so it kind of takes you off guard, and before you know it, you just have tears streaming down your face.
Oh, I don't like this, but perhaps if I eat another, it will make the pain go away.
That's right. You should have
No,
another.
Kegox, no, it's not gonna make it go away.
Yes, Kegox.
It's exposure, you know, it's exposure therapy.
Yes.
You know, he has to be. He grabs one more and he throws it in there
Abigail,
to make the pain of the first one go away.
the chef of the Quipper, Abigail, just slides 2 glasses of milk across the counter, just silently, and then goes back to work.
And Dana chugs it quicker than she's ever drank anything in her life.
He says Sarisa.
Evil tee-hee.
He.
Reese is the real villain of the campaign. It's not Lady Gaunt, it's
The big
Teresa.
bad is Teresa.
The real boss fight will be against Peppers.
Yeah, if you both roll a 1 on that con save, you just instantly die.
No,
kills, kills half the party in one go.
Wait, can Leah try, and then if she rolls a nat one, dies?
We'll say if you roll a nat 1, you have an allergic reaction.
Okay.
no!
Sounds good. What am I rolling?
Con save.
God save.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, Leah is attempting the spicy pepper.
Gang, there might not be a heist tonight.
Oh, well,
Okay.
got an 11.
Alright.
Crazy. Leah is freezing her mouth with her ice spell.
I'm
Yeah,
reaching for
you're-
alcohol. I don't know milk helps.
She's using frostbite in her mouth.
You're in the same state that Kegox is in. Just can't even see straight. Tears rolling down. You can't stop them. Parts of the pepper have just been spat out onto the floor.
What's that spell you have? Cold fingers or what? Ice fingers?
Yeah, cold fingers.
Frost
I call it, what?
frost
Oh,
fingers.
frost finger.
Yeah, Leah is
I like
casting
mine better.
like ice magic on herself, so like her tears are freezing to her face.
Yeah, just one moment. Thanks for the 10 gifted, Blue. Very kind of you. Appreciate that a lot. You've gifted many a sub to this channel. So everybody, if you got a gifted sub from Blue, please thank him. He's a very kind friend of ours. Anyways. So it takes a good while for that to wear off. And by the time it does, your sinuses are very clear though.
Nice.
there we go.
Guys?
Deep breathing.
It was an awful maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, but once it's kind of faded, you feel like you sort of scalded your tongue on something, but other than that, you feel all right.
Sarisa feels great.
Yeah, you're used to
My
you're
tummy
used with
feels
every meal.
very tight and crampy.
Oh. Sarisa feels like she got some stress relief. With all that. She feels good.
Okay, should we head to our destination?
Yes. I think so. We took a short rest.
Yeah, you can say you short
Yeah.
rest during that time. You have a bite to eat at the Quipper, and some glasses of milk. Seriously, it's Hot Pockets right out of the microwave. Yeah.
That's right.
She's
That's
built
canon.
different.
She's so powerful.
What's a cleric hit die? Oh, is that just for healing? Okay, I think that's just for healing.
That's for
Okay.
healing. So yeah, you would have like a certain amount of hit die that you could spend during your short rest to roll to try to heal.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
like a guaranteed heal like a long rest is. It's an amount, and so you can decide how many of those that you have per day, right? You can decide how many for each short rest you'd want to use. So you could be like, I'm kind of hurt, so I want to use 3, or you could be like, oh, I'm not really that hurt. I only have a few hit points off. I just want to use 1 this short rest. It lets you have a bit of customizability to how much you want to heal.
Ooh, okay. Another quick question. Sorry. It says that my channel divinity was supposed to come back after a short rest, and it didn't do that.
Did you click the short rest button?
Did I? And then you hit confirm.
Yeah,
says
short
short
rest,
rest.
and then you go take short rest, right?
Yeah, but it didn't bring back any of my little thingamabobs, or like, the channel divinity one.
Yeah, it should have unchecked your channel divinity one.
Oh, unchecked? Oh, I thought they were supposed to have the little thingamajig. Guys, I think I've been reading this wrong. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Wait, so the little checkbox thingies, if they're yellow, that's a used spell slot? That's not how many spell slots you have remaining?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
you have to
my
keep track of it every time you use when you click it, so that you're keeping track of how many you. I mean, technically, I guess you could do it the opposite. You could check them all at the beginning of every day, but that would just take a lot of time because long resting will automatically uncheck all those. So,
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm such a dweeb. Oh
20,
my
22
god.
sessions plus. Don't forget Rika's in another campaign of mine. It's all good,
What am I
Rika.
doing?
It's all good. Better to learn now than 10 sessions from now.
Okay. No, I'm sure I learned sometime before and then I forgot.
I was wondering why your spell slot looks a little weird today, but I was like, I trust her. Just keeping track.
Imagine
of
we're
it.
in the final battle and Rika just goes like, guys, I don't have any spells.
Yeah, second to last battle. Yeah.
No, I learned my lesson now. Okay, so your available spell slots are the ones without the little yellow check.
Yeah,
box.
think of it
Got
like
it.
you're doing an X across it instead of like a check, or like you're Xing out things that you don't have anymore
I'm so
to keep
embarrassed.
track of what you use. You're sort of like you're filling that spell slot by casting that spell. You've put that spell
Okay.
into that spell slot and now it's cast, right?
Okay, good. I have plenty of spell slots left, guys.
Yeah, you should have some based on the inversion of what I'm looking at. You should still have
Yeah.
some.
I have some, yeah. I thought I was
You definitely
almost
have cast a bunch of stuff, but you still have a few.
okay.
So it
Okay.
You shouldn't be completely empty. Like you should have some spell slots used, but
Yeah.
you should have maybe more than you thought you did.
Yeah. Okay. We're good now. Just smite me at this point. Just take me out. Oh my god.
All right. So yeah, you take your short rest at the Quipper and feeling a little refreshed, and tongue's feeling a little burnt. You depart from the Quipper, and it's sort of getting towards nighttime now. The city's a little darker. Some of the lamps in the streets around you have been lit, and you wind your way down to the wash, unless you've decided to go elsewhere. Don't want to put words in your mouth. I'll take that as a yes.
Yes.
Very well. I wonder. I don't know if I ever did that. Wow. What a DM. Holy. So ahead of the game that even when he forgets to do things that are already done. I don't even know when I did that. That must have been a year ago. Alright, you're in the wash. So you make your way back down to the sketchy district. And the streets are fairly empty now. You walk past the occasional person who just kind of, in this district, everybody's a little bit on edge. Everybody's a little wary of each other, so they kind of just give you suspicious glances, dirty looks as you wander by. The occasional drunkard stumbling back from the knife's edge. But for the most part, the streets are fairly quiet. All right. Now you arranged previously to leave that sleeping draft in the alley.
Mm-hmm. And Thea's very sneakily walking towards the alley. On her tip hooves.
The tippy hooves.
Tippy hooves.
Sarisa,
What?
Leah, I
What?
have discovered something.
What?
There are tiny pouches attached to these pants.
Yeah?
Huh?
I can store things in these pouches.
Uh-huh.
And he puts his hands in the pockets.
Well, would you look at that?
I have discovered them. Do you not have these?
Sensitive
Pockets?
topic, man. Asking two women if they have pockets.
Yeah, come on.
We wish, bro.
I mean, is anybody following Anthena, or is she just walking off on her own?
Wait, I thought we were supposed to just let her
It was.
go.
Okay.
If she
I
was
don't
sneaking
know.
ahead, I thought because nobody else was doing that. That's why I brought it up.
Anthena, do you have the draft?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good. I'm just making sure.
You just got this.
All right. Well, yeah, you don't all have to go. I was just wondering if
Yeah.
everybody was just standing there letting her go.
It would be suspicious if all of us were trying to sneak along.
Exactly.
Not everybody can go on their tippy hooves, so she's got
Exactly.
to be the one.
All right.
But seriously,
then-
you don't have little pouches in your clothing that you can carry things in?
I guess not.
Yes, I have pockets. It is not a novel idea to have pockets in your clothing.
I have never had pockets before.
This is new for him. Just let him have this.
I like these pockets. And I look for a rock to put in my pocket.
well, it wouldn't be too hard to find a rock, so you succeed. I won't make you roll for it. There's
Okay.
rocks
I
lying
just,
around.
Roll for
I just
rock.
put one in there.
Roll for rock. Rock and roll.
Can
Hey! There we go.
Hey!
Nice.
Inspiration for Grant.
It's actually what they named it after, the genre.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
We're rolling to find a rock in D&D. Yep, that's it.
I can't believe you, Gran!
This is why we love having Rika on the stream, because you can just say anything.
Oh,
And she'll believe
not
you.
true!
Oh, Rika, it's okay.
Is it though? Is it okay?
It's probably fine.
That was probably. Ah! Seraphin's not watching this, right? Seraphin's not here?
You see his name in the chat.
No, he
It's
didn't
okay.
hear
It's
that.
okay. We'll tell him. We'll tell him.
No,
Don't
don't
worry.
tell him. He's
I'm
gonna
telling
be.
him right now.
He was in chat.
He
I
was
haven't
in
seen
chat.
him. Oh,
Good, he
nope,
didn't.
he's here.
there.
He's here.
No! No, he.
He said I did. That's what he said in chat.
It's so Jover. Ah!
So, Anthena, you dart your way back into that alley. Make a stealth roll for me.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh, not 20.
All right. So
Ooh.
you sneak up without even the goblin who does business out of that alley noticing you. And so you actually sneak up and you find him in the middle of a discussion with just some random townsfolk who are just actively buying drugs off of him.
Right, of course. Oh, yes.
And they turn and kind of bustle off. And they don't notice you. You're kind of like tucked into the shadows of the alley. And so they just walk off past you and don't see you there.
Can I get a good look at them? They're just like random townsfolk. They're not wearing like a uniform or anything.
Yeah, you don't see the uniform of the bank or anything like that, if that's what you're looking for. But
Okay. All right, yeah.
just your average townsfolk scoring drugs on a late night.
Hell yeah. Good for them.
We here at Grand Lorien do not support doing drugs. There's
I
your...
do.
Right.
Speak for yourself. What?
Yeah, speak for yourself.
And
I
then
do.
both of those NPCs die from their drugs this night. They overdose. They die of it. So drugs are dangerous, kids. Do not do them. Both of those NPCs, they're dead right now.
No.
That's right. Don't do drugs, kids.
You definitely should.
No.
Do drugs. Do them. You want to. You want to
Do not
it so
ingest
bad.
Beelzebub's cabbage. Do not do that.
Ooh, you want to do drugs so bad. Ooh.
So Anthony, you're still tucked in the shadows as Gibbet. Just
Gibbet.
you see him like tuck some of the gold away, and then just sort of lean against his little shop stand, and he still doesn't notice you. So you're gonna have to reveal yourself to him because he just kind of
Okay. Yeah, she'll kind of like sneak over to the table and just like slam the like not to break it or anything, but like just like slam her fist down on the table with the potion.
He's whistling his own theme song as you walk up.
That's hard as fuck. I fuck with that.
Honestly, yeah.
But he does give like a little bit of a jump as you suddenly make your presence known. He goes, ah, bloody else. How long have you been standing there?
Long enough.
Oh, right. You didn't see anything, right?
Depends. Do you promise to keep this safe and not rat us out to anybody?
Yes, of course. Of course.
But I saw nothing.
Good. Yeah, wasn't anything to see. So,
Certainly not.
right. Yeah, I'll just tuck this away for you and have a good night.
You as well. Just kind of skulk off. And then, like, immediately she gets, like, just back to her normal, very, like, loud, chipper self. She's like, okay, that's done. Do we just want to, like, I don't know, hang out around here till they leave, or...
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not.
Alright.
Do we have to do this?
Do we have to do what, Sarisa?
You know.
Break into the place?
Voice down. And yes, actually. Do we have to? Because I don't think I was in the right of mind to consent.
Do you not want to help our church?
She clicks her tongue.
Ooh.
I am upset, but I'm proud. Checkmate, I suppose, Anthena. Checkmate. Or however it is you say it, I don't know. Fine. Yes. Where did Kagux go?
Kegux,
goodness.
she's sleeping.
I'm just nearby. I didn't know if the Oracle was awake or not.
Yes, as you approach across the bridge, she's fast asleep. She's got kind of like a few rags that she uses as blankets, and she's just kind of tucked up against the railing there to avoid the wind.
No.
I take the shirt that I removed, and I put it over her.
Oh.
Yeah, she looks a little warmer after that. It's an extra layer.
Okay. I feel better about that. There's nothing else over here.
There's some like emptied shop stands. Like they don't leave their merchandise out overnight, especially not in this
Right.
district. So there's some like kind of empty tables and stalls, but other than that, not much other than a well at the center of the stilt.
Okay. Well, after I cover the Oracle up and give her a little bit more comfort, I'm going to go back to the bridge, hop across on one foot, and return to everybody.
For chat's benefit, who haven't seen the early episodes of this campaign, that's Oracle with quotes around it, with hair quotes, okay?
That's right. Air quotes.
They are most definitely an Oracle. Anyone else who says otherwise is incorrect.
I don't know about that one.
So Kegux, you rejoin the others, and you have a bit of time to kill. It's kind of, we'll say around 11, and you were told that you wanted to aim for around 1 when the bar closes by poetry. So you have a bit of time to kill. You can choose to do whatever you like. You can just say we wait. We hide and we wait.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If anybody has anything they want to do, make it known now, because otherwise we'll just wait.
Pray. That's what Cereza will do. Pray for, please be this time. Be this the time that nothing jumps out at them and they have to fight some sort of like demon or something. Pretty please, Fortuna. Please.
Very well.
And thank you.
I will ask, where are you guys going to hide? Because just to re-summarize what you guys planned last, maybe not last time, maybe the time before that. But your current existing plan that you've told Poetry is that she's going to stay a little later than she usually does, and she's going to lock up with Nick, the barkeep. And she's going to just kind of walk home with him so that she can kind of steer him down a side street. She said that the one that Gibbet, the little alley where Gibbet is, would work. So that's the current plan, just to direct him down an alley so that you guys can knock him out, put him to sleep somehow, and get the key. You did say last time, just to remind you of your plan, because I know it's been a few weeks, you did say last time that you wanted to try to do it without him even knowing you were there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Try is the key word.
So basically, the plan as it exists right now is Poetry is going to wait. She's going to attempt to slip the troll something that you have just left her. And then she is going to wait, walk out with Nick, lead him down an alley, and just hope that you guys are there. Otherwise, she's just going to walk him home and then leave.
Who's got the higher stealth among us?
Among Us.
I was just about to say that.
You can't go saying stuff like that, yo, and irresponsible of you. You can't just go saying stuff like that.
I don't play that game. I don't know.
It's gonna derail. It's gonna derail. See? See what you've done?
Your fault. It's your fault, yo.
Imposter it says.
So fuck.
All right. All right.
Okay, throughout the party, who has stealth as a skill or trained? What is the highest stealth that we have with our group?
I have
So
half
you said-
proficiency in stealth, and I'm +3.
Cerisa can also cast Pass Without Trace.
Which drops
that a
a
stealth thingy?
fat +10 on your stealth roll, so very useful.
Yeah! I
Egox
remembered
is
it this
trained in
time.
stealth and has a +5.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Wait,
How?
hang on. What?
Full stop. How does the big elephant man have the most stealth?
Like, I don't doubt that's what your character sheet says, but how the fuck does that work?
I am a hunter.
Yeah, he's
I
out
must
there.
I must hunt things.
Well,
Yeah.
sure. What the hell, sure?
He just doesn't like to use it, right?
Yeah, there's no need to use it.
Yeah, the least stealthy person here is little Miss Jingly Jangly over here.
Yeah, Cerise.
Little Miss Christmas bells.
She wakes up like a Christmas tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? No way. I look at my disadvantage on stealth.
Oh!
So the plan is to nab this guy in the alleyway and
Yes.
Yeah. We're gonna
Yeah.
sleep him?
Well, what you
Question
guys said last time is that you were gonna hide in a different alley and then follow behind so that he never actually saw you. And then you were going
Right.
to your plan was for somebody to cast sleep on him, yeah,
Yeah.
before he even saw you, so that he would have no recollection that you were there. Then Poetry was gonna lie on your behalf once you guys were gone. She was gonna wake him
Right,
up
right,
and
right.
lie. Because sleep
Okay.
doesn't last too long.
No, it don't. It don't. So, but she said she's gonna lead him down this alley, right?
You guys arranged, I think, that we just said this alley would work, because whatever.
Okay.
Any alley works,
Oh.
but
So
we'll
we
just say
should.
you agreed on an alley with her.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then, but theoretically, we should not wait in the alley, but like outside the alley, so then we can like
Yeah.
go in and like follow him.
That was what you guys said last time.
Yeah. Okay. We do that.
Very well.
Cerisa,
Go ahead.
sorry. Just real quick. Cerisa can also has Blessing of the Trickster, which gives advantage on dexterity stealth check thingies for 1 hour. And that doesn't use up a spell slot. That's not the same as Channel Divinity, right?
Does it have its own slot there? Let me take a look at it.
I don't think so.
I always forget all the little ins and outs.
It says as an action though. Does that matter?
So Blessing of the Trickster, you can bless somebody with an action. And you can only do it to one person at a time, right? And you can't do it to yourself. And if you
Okay.
cast it on somebody else, it will replace it and remove it off the first person. But yeah, it does last an hour, and it gives them advantage on their dexterity stealth checks.
Let's go, guys. So whoever's going in, Cerisa can give blessed, or maybe she should do that on herself.
Well,
Yeah,
whoever's
who
going in
can
has to be able to
sleep?
cast sleep.
You can't trickster yourself.
Well, Cerisa's screwed, guys. Sorry.
Pass
She's-
without trace works on you because that's just like your
Okay.
group. But
Yeah.
Okay.
I say do that.
but
Okay.
Blessing of the Trickster is a separate thing that you just can't use on yourself, but you can use it on anybody else.
Okay. So the person who's gonna go in for the sleep, Cerisa will cast a Blessing of the Trickster on. Does that sound good?
Well, Isn't
Right?
who can Leah cast sleep too, or is it just Teresa?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
you
okay.
can-
Yeah.
No, it's never been
Oh,
me. It's
okay.
always been.
I think you said.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leah,
really?
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then yeah, cast that on Leah, and then pass without trace on everybody. Probably.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure to stay within 30 feet. So. Yeah. Okay.
Very well. So you guys duck your way into another alley, kind of off the beaten path. We'll bring you all over here. All right. So you guys tuck your way into a little side alley under one of the trees, and so you're just sort of cast in darkness now. Even as the moon goes overhead, the tree shrouds you, and so you're relatively well hidden here. But if you want to cast anything, you can do so. Sarisa, are you casting now?
Yes.
You also can say that you were waiting, right? We're waiting a while here?
Yeah.
Okay, then you should probably... We'll wait, and then you can cast. Otherwise, your spells will run out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you guys duck your way down this alley, and then just sit around for a bit. Sarisa, this is when you say your prayers and such. About, please let this be a normal field trip, and all.
Yes.
So if anybody else has anything specific they want to do during this time, please say so. But otherwise, we'll just skip right past those 2 hours until it nears 1. I will say during that wait, you do see Poetry kind of dip out of the tavern and walk right past you without seeing you. She makes her way into that alley. She's there for a few minutes, and then she heads back towards the tavern, evidently picking up what you left her. Yeah, so unless anybody has anything specific they're doing while I wait, then we will skip right past and we'll say it's 1 a.m.
Nope.
Very well. Then as the time nears, and you see all the patrons filter out of the knife's edge, everybody's stumbling along drunk, then you realize as the last few patrons trickle out, and there's maybe a period of about half an hour at the end there where nobody really comes or goes. In fact, you see, as you kind of glance out every once in a while, you see the troll turn some people away because they're closed now. And so you know that the time is approaching. And as they lock up, the troll just kind of wanders over to the side of the little bridge that he's sitting on, and he just sort of sits down and leans against it for a bit. He's facing away from you, so you can't quite see what he's up to, but he sits down. Clearly not like on bouncer duty anymore. He's turned everybody away. Everything's closed, but he's just kind of hanging out. And then, a short time later, you see the door to the tavern open once more. And out walk 2 figures in the distance. And they step over the troll and begin to walk their way down the road. So, Cerisa, if you want to cast your spells, you should do it now. Because I know I made you wait.
Lisa will first cast or bless Aaliyah with Blessing of the Trickster. And then she'll cast oh, what? Can I upcast this? How much? Oh no, I can't. Then she'll cast Pass Without Trace.
Very well. So I'm just going to give you a quick, what's that, 30 feet aura? 30 feet round?
Yeah, 30
Okay.
feet around.
Let me give you a quick little aura so you can see exactly what you're operating with.
Ooh.
So there's your little cloak of darkness. So what that does is that silences everybody within that there's no footstep noises, no nothing. So everybody's very quiet in that area. But again, it's only your allies. So if somebody walked through, they wouldn't go, why am I not making footstep noises anymore? It's just there's just the people you choose within that radius. Sarisa?
Okay.
So you all feel particularly sneaky. And you notice that even the the rustling of grass as you kind of move and shift your position, even that's silent. As Poetry and Nick wander along the path, you can kind of hear as they approach, there's just sort of a quiet, casual conversation. Just the average employee and boss conversation. And they...
Not at all awkward, I'm sure.
Poetry looks a little bit on edge. You can kind of see that, like, she's kind of clenching and unclenching her hand a little bit. But other than that, they just walk on by. She doesn't even glance towards you. She's just kind of trusting that you guys will do what you need to do as they wander past. So, as they wander past, what do you do?
We move out! Autobots!
Autobots roll out!
I'm feeling really nervous. My tummy hurts.
Okay, let's roll out.
Oh, the thing moves with Sarisa. That's awesome.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's a while.
I'm stuck inside
Or a
Kickoff. Here we go.
farmhand.
That's without Trace maxing.
So you move out behind them, just following at a relatively safe distance. You're not making any noise, and she's engaging him in conversation, so I don't think there's any reason that he would have to be suspicious, so you don't need to make a stealth roll yet. Since you're basically dead silent, there's nothing really to trigger anything. So they, you actually see them kind of pause here for a second as you begin to follow behind them, and Poetry makes some excuses about like, do you mind if we just go down this alley? There's this guy that I'm trying to avoid, and he's always posted up along that road. Can we just take a detour? And he kind of like, are you sure it's gonna take longer? And she's like, yeah, I don't want to deal with it today. So can we just? And he goes, no, all right, have it your way. And then they quickly duck off down this alley.
Good job, Poetry.
Good lie. Also, by the way, I give Leah a bardic inspiration.
Oh dear God.
All right.
Yeah.
She's
You're getting loaded up. Yeah.
All right. So they duck down the alley. What do you all do?
Follow them.
Oh gosh.
What's the range of sleep?
90 feet.
Oh shit. Okay. I mean, I'd say just cast it whenever you're ready. Then.
Once we're in the alley,
Okay.
right?
Once we're in the alley, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like this stealth music. Sneaking about.
I'm getting nervous.
All right. So I don't have a nighttime version of the alley, but we'll just we'll do it right here.
Okay.
So
Leah,
Pretend that
go.
this is in there.
they make their way into the alley,
Okay.
and she's just walking straight along.
Alright, Leah is gonna attempt to cast sleep, but since it's in a sphere, like to the side of him, so that it's just him that
Somebody
gets
in
it
this
and
house
not
is
her.
getting slept, but
Yeah, unless they're already sleeping, and then they're gonna get a really fucking good sleep.
somebody in this house goes into a coma.
Oh
Yep.
God.
Oh no.
Okay.
Not our fault.
All right,
So-
make your sleep roll then.
Yep.
Yeah, bardic. It's 1d8.
So 15. Yeah, wait, what would my bardic do? Because that's 15
Wait,
hit
it's-
points that it affects for
Hold on. I
sleep,
don't know if
so
you can.
what-
I don't
I
think
was
you
gonna
can
say,
add
what would my
it.
bardic do? Yeah, I was gonna say, should I roll
Don't
another
believe it
D8
will be
now?
added to that.
You know it won't. That's my bad. I thought there was some sort of attack roll
Nah,
or whatever.
no.
It's literally
She
just
can hold
rolling
on to it
however
in
many
case she
hit
needs it
points.
later.
I'm gonna. So, yeah, there's my 15 hit points worth of sleep.
I don't know if that's gonna get him.
I know. I mean, if not, I can upcast it at the 3rd level too. But
Well, 15 does work.
Oh shit! A weak ass bitch. Damn.
most people have like 4 hit points. Daddy.
Yeah,
most
to be clear, the average commoner, they're called, have 4 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
I thought everybody had high hit points. Whew.
It really
Oh,
depends.
sure.
I tend to sort of go a little past that. If you went mechanically, your average commoner, their stat block has 4 hit points, but I do tend to vary it up a little bit because I think 4 hit points is very low, especially when you're dealing with, nobody's truly a true commoner. Everybody's got their own little thing.
Yeah.
He had 12 for reference.
ah,
Oh.
lit.
So as you begin to cast Leah, you see him kind of in the road ahead as they're just sort of disappearing down the dimly lit alley. You see him kind of stumble slightly, and Poetry almost like moves to kind of gently let him fall, and he falls forward, and she cradles him just a little bit and kind of rolls him onto his back. And
Go! We gotta get the key. Do we see the key? Like, is it on like a key ring, just like on, attached to his pants or whatever?
He's not wearing a keyring on the outside of his pants. That would sort of be like, you'd be looked at like a bit of a fool if you walk through the wash like that.
Okay,
he
alright.
works there, so like, he's a little more street smart than that. He has pockets that he puts things in. It doesn't take much shifting around. If you want to shift through his pockets, you can.
I mean, yeah.
Poetry kind of like, she gently brings him to the ground and then kind of looks up at you guys. Because if you're not making any like attempt to hide from her, she would just see you walk up.
Yeah, I mean, she's in on it.
And so she's
I
like,
would hope.
is everything working according to plan so far?
I think so. You gave the big guy the potion, right?
Yes, I'm not entirely sure how well it worked. When we walked past, it seemed like he was out, but it's a little hard to
Did you
tell with
give
that
him-
guy. I did slip it to him, yes.
Did you give him the full dose?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, then
That should work, yeah.
should work.
All right. So
And let's hope
Anthony,
my friend lied. But he's on our team, so let's hope that it works.
Anthony, you rifle through Nick's pockets, and you find a couple different things. First thing you find is his coin purse with some gold pieces in it. You also find a keyring with a couple keys on it.
Oh.
There's 3 different keys on that keyring. All of them look relatively standard keys. They don't look too much different than each other. And then you also find like a dagger.
I mean,
Word.
yeah, you have to stay strapped in the
Yeah.
wash,
Especially
I
in
get
this
it.
environment.
Yeah. I obviously leave the coin purse and the dagger. I mean, I take all 3 keys.
Yeah, just take all of them. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they're attached to a ring. You could pull one off if you wanted, but you can just grab the whole
Is
ring.
there-
too.
Yeah, it's like you say they all kind of look the same.
Yeah, there's not one that's like gold and shiny, and the others are like rusted or anything like that. It's like they're all just kind of generally old-looking skeleton keys, basically.
Okay.
Nothing
All
that would
right,
distinguish any of them from each other. They're not labeled or anything.
Okay. All right. I take all of them then.
Very well. You tuck the keyring away. Anything else?
I don't think so. Anything from you guys?
That's all on him, right?
Yeah, nope.
That's all he's got.
I
No
do
more
say.
other
Ooh,
keys?
I want to say after we like get in here, I think we should like throw the key like after we're in and like explore it or whatever, because he'll probably realize he's missing his keys when he gets back to his house and can't get into his house, right? So then we'll just throw the keys like outside in the yard, like he dropped them, not the yard, but like by the road. Maybe
Yeah,
he just
yeah,
dropped
by
his
the
keys on his
drop.
way, leaving the bar. So
Poetry actually nods
Yeah.
along and goes like, I can guide that, but you lot are running out of time. Your sleep spell only lasts a minute, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, we gotta keep going.
Right, okay, we gotta go. Bye.
She just kind of gives you guys one last nod and then just sort of kneels next to him. She's putting on like sort of a faux concerned act. Okay, guys, are you going with?
Yeah, I was muted. I'm sorry.
No, good. I was just making sure that you weren't staying there on purpose or anything, because Cerisa was trying to keep everybody within the radius. I would assume you're all moving within the radius, so if somebody, ducks out, I'm not going to make you make a stealth roll or anything.
Oh, thank goodness.
Unless somebody states otherwise that they're leaving it, or, like, obviously is trying to leave it, then I would assume you're walking with Cerisa. So, as you walk up to the nice edge, you see that large trollish bouncer, and he is seated with his back kind of against the railing of this bridge. His legs are like right here, kind of touching this side of the bridge, so he is almost like forming a barricade of sorts. There's like space in between his legs and like on either side of him, but he does like his back is touching one half and his feet are touching the other half, so he is sort of like blocking it.
I have a question. If I were to gently toss my companions from this side to this side over the troll, if we're within the silent area of Pass Without Trace, would they make a noise?
That is a very good question. Let me just double check Pass Without Trace just to be 100% sure of the wording on that.
Ooh. What is it?
So the wording of the spell is relatively vague in terms of like the silence aspect of it. It quiets footsteps, and kind of, but more. I think that's more intended to be of like the flavor end of it. As mechanically, what it states is it's a +10 to your stealth, and you can't be tracked except by magical means. So it doesn't specifically state that you are like have the silenced status or anything.
Yeah,
like
they're not muffled. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can still like cast spells and stuff within it. So it's not as though you're silenced. You can talk to each other within it as well. So it's not as though that you don't make any noise at all. I don't think that's what the spell intends. But you would make a much quieter noise. It would be absolutely muffled. It wouldn't be like a loud bam as you hit the wood on the other side. It would be muffled. You would still probably have to make a stealth, but much higher chances of success than normal.
You said there's a way to kind of step through him, right? Like if you go between his legs.
If you imagine that he's sitting upright, right? He's kind of he's got his back against one barrier and his feet are touching the other barrier. So if you stepped over one leg, you'd be standing in between his legs. If you stepped over the other, then you'd be on the other side.
Okay.
Now,
I think we can
he
just...
is a troll. His legs are quite big. So you would have to... It'd be like stepping over giant logs. You wouldn't have to, like, climb necessarily, but you'd have to, give it a bit of heft to step over it. Kegok's not so much, but everybody else, maybe Cerisa might have to jump over.
Maybe could I pick them up and put them over one leg and then they just have to worry about the other leg, or?
Yeah, no, that could certainly work. It's really up to you guys. I'm just saying that I was going to also describe a little bit more about him before we got into that question.
Okay.
As you look at him, his kind of chin is down and his eyes are closed, and you can sort of hear this rhythmic, slow breathing. I'll let you interpret that as you want.
What? That is so ominous.
Well, that's just what you see, so you can interpret that how you want. That's what you see.
I interpret that he's wide awake.
Do you now?
Yeah, can we do like an insight? Can we like suss that out? Who's got the highest insight?
Yeah, you can like investigate if you want to be a little more sure. You could make. I would actually also allow a medicine check if somebody wants to do that.
Ooh, who has the highest medicine? Would that be me?
Probably you. I think.
I would hope.
I'd hope so too. I got a +2 in medicine.
I'd say a medicine check will get you the most accurate answer for sure.
Okay, can I guidance?
What's Leah's medicine?
Leah's medicine is only +1, but her investigation is +6. So
Ooh.
Hmm.
Can we do both? Can we insight and
Oh, wait,
medicine?
my medicine's +3.
Oh wow, I suck then. All right.
It's bar jack of all trades stuff. It always helps. I mean, we'll try this. Yeah, 22.
Do you want to high five Cereza real quick?
Sure, why not?
All right, guidance. Oh wait, is guidance a concentration? Never mind. I forgot. Guidance is concentration. Sorry, you're on your own.
Revoked.
No high five.
It's okay. I think a 22 will tell me if this guy is asleep. Sure.
A psych high five.
So you take a look at him, and Athena, you're doing the check, so I'm gonna move you up here. So you take a look at him. You get that slow, rhythmic breathing. Occasionally, the kind of whistling of air through his nostrils, and you kind of make a few motions in front of his face to see if anything would sort of trigger instincts or any sort of senses of his. There's a mild kind of like wiggle of one of his ears, and back to the slow, rhythmic breathing. So you estimate that he is probably asleep. It's not as though he's in a coma.
Right.
So you can't just smack him with a sword and he'll stay asleep. But you do estimate that at the very least he is asleep right now.
Athena will turn to her comrades and be like, okay, he's definitely asleep, but we're gonna have to be very quiet and very careful.
Oh gosh. Okay. Let's.
And she will go first and try to get around him, get through him, whatever.
Very well. You're just trying to step over his legs?
Yes. Oh, and I give Bardix to Cerisa and Chaos as well, just in
Alright.
case we have checks to make here.
I will allow this to be a stealth, because even though it's sort of like a bit of an acrobatics kind of thing, stealth is still within dexterity, so I would rule this as stealth, and you can benefit from Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
Noise.
All right. So
So-
I just roll my stealth, and then the 10
just
is like
have
added. to that.
everybody who wants to kind of step over like that will make a stealth roll, and you'd add 10 to your final result
Okay. Cool. All right.
from Cerise's spell.
Okay. That's a 17, so 27.
27. So yeah, you just kind of nimbly step over one. He kind of makes a little snort and you pause, and then you step over the next, and you are now right here.
Tippy hooves. Okay, she will begin the process. I mean, obviously leaving room for everybody else to get through, but she's going to try to start unlocking the door as silently as possible.
Yeah, you fiddle with one key. The first one doesn't go. You try the second one, also doesn't, and then you try the third one, and click.
Yay! Okay.
It's always the last.
I
one.
will. It always, every single time. To be honest, I think Athena will step inside, but just like wait by the door. But obviously, just try to make as much room for everybody else.
I will add this door swings in where you're not gonna hit his leg.
Oh, okay, awesome, epic. Yeah,
Right.
she will do that.
I will just also add you duck your head inside just to kind of look first, because obviously you're opening the door, so you'll be able
Yeah.
to see in. It's dark in there. There's no like lamps or anything lit. Just kind of pitch black, except for a bit of moonlight that comes in through these grates on the top of the ship.
Okay.
And you don't see anybody.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
you duck inside. Everybody else who's outside, what are you guys doing?
I will have Leah go next for the
Very well.
stepping over.
So this is a stealth. You do also have advantage on this, so not only are you getting a plus 10, but you're also rolling twice.
Cool. So stealth. First roll is a 21, so 31.
31?
I want to see if I get
21?
higher than that.
Yeah, might as well see if you crit.
Okay, well, definitely did not. That's only a 14. I will take the 31, please.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah, you also very deftly you do some sick little hops.
Yeah. Pretty sick.
Over the second one, you do a little spin in midair.
Nice.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hey, Leah,
little
don't
Leah's
that.
cool,
360
guys.
spin.
Now's not the time to show
and then
off.
just land like a ballerina.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Feel the cold hands.
And Anthena's left that door slightly ajar so you can duck your head in as well.
Yeah, she will do so.
Which leaves only 2 people.
You both have Bardic. It's a D8, just so you know.
So,
Teresa, you should go next.
Are you sure I'm not very sneaky, unfortunately?
Well, if you go and he wakes up, then I will engage him.
Oh, we're not supposed to.
You assist them. You can do this. I believe in you. And I give her a little head pat. I believe in you.
Okay, I'll do my best. Okay. Guys, I'm so nervous. I have a disadvantage on stealth, right? So it's whatever.
I will say, his legs are a little taller on you.
Can I pick her up?
Everybody else, but if you want Pickaxe to help you,
Please.
that could be.
Yes, I will give Teresa the help action.
This is what I get for making short characters, guys.
Now, I am going to overrule the idea that it negates her disadvantage, purely because you lifting her up doesn't make her stop jangling.
Right, exactly.
She's still going to benefit from her own pass without trace. It's going to be muffled, so she'll get the +10, but she'll still have disadvantage because you can't stop her from jingle jangling. She is wearing so much jewelry. Which is why we're ruling out her disadvantage.
Over a leg.
Since she's not wearing traditional armor.
Okay, wait. I have another question. Can I pick her up and then go over myself while holding her?
Wouldn't I still jingle?
I know she would still jingle, but
I think that would just make you have disadvantage instead.
Don't risk it.
Because
Don't
you'd
risk
be
it.
carrying the thing that's jangling. So it would reduce the amount of rolls you're making, I guess, because you wouldn't have to roll for yourself after. But
right. But I also have a +5 to stealth. I have a +5.
It's true.
So if you want to do that, that's fine as well. That's totally something you could do. But you would be taking her jangling, and adding it to yourself, basically.
I leave that to Teresa.
Oh gosh, don't do that to me.
You're the one who made a short little ornament.
Dang, I never saw this coming. I never thought this was gonna bite me in the butt, Gran.
I will say, just Rika, mechanically, it is smarter to do that.
The Kagok's picking Teresa up.
He has better stealth than you, so it's just a slightly better roll. It's just
purely
math-wise,
Teresa,
even though my dad told me math has been debunked.
All right.
That's a Minecraft movie reference specifically for Blue in the chat.
So
I know he
I will.
That joke.
Yeah, Teresa will look at Kagok and say, "Never speak of this. Well, can you like pick me up and carry me over?"
And I pick her up because I've carried her on my back and my shoulders before.
Yeah, she's pretty light and you're pretty big, so it's not too much of an issue for you to do so.
I'm too short to get over his legs.
All right, so I pick her up, and would it be? I'll put her on my shoulders. It's probably gonna be the same thing either way. And then I will step over his legs, or attempt to. So stealth.
Yeah, make your stealth, and we'll roll it with disadvantage, but you have +10 on both of them, and you do also have your bardic.
Okay.
I say because Ceresa's a passenger, she can't use her bardic, but you can use yours.
All right, so that's 10, or so it would be 20 plus my bardic, so a
20,
D8.
and if you want to add your bardic, yeah.
I would like to, because I really want us to succeed on this.
Right, go for it.
So that would be 23. All
right. With a 23, you pretty deftly step over. For you don't have to necessarily step 1-2 feet and then stand in the middle. You can just kind of stride.
Yeah, I that's what I thought.
But as you step the first leg over his leg, he kind of and you mumble something. You see kind of his shoulder twitch a little bit. You pause.
My ear twitches.
You hold your breath. And then he goes, and then he goes back to sleep.
All right, and then I continue my stride over.
You stride over once more.
And I set Sarisa down so we can fit through the door.
Very well. So, two of you make your way inside and join the others. The other two, you've been inside for a few seconds, but not that much longer than the others. And so as you all enter, you see an empty tavern. No patrons in sight. No anybody, really. It's quite dark, other than a little bit of moonlight right at the center coming in through that grate. And nothing but the gentle creaking of the ship itself fills the air. What do you do?
Phew. Let's a little. Oh. Ew. All right, let's just get in, get out. Okay? No.
Depends what's down there. I mean, no guarantees how quick it'll be,
It'll
but
be easy. It's gotta be easy. It's gonna be easy. It has to be
I
easy.
don't want to lie to you, Sarisa. I'm not sure if it's gonna be easy.
It's gonna be easy. No more
I believe
fighting.
in us. We can do this.
No more fighting demons. No more surprise.
It won't be demons. It won't be demons. At worst, it'll be just a bit of angry pirates, maybe. But
Might be
that's
demons.
No, don't say that. Fortuna favors the bold.
It could be.
Fortuna
It could
favors
be
the
anything.
bold. We're big
I'm going to
souls.
close the door behind us. While they're
Yes,
moving forward,
good
I
idea.
close the door behind us.
Yeah, you very gently close the door, and there's
Yes.
only the tiniest little creak, which is muffled enough by Cerisa's radius.
Is the trapdoor locked?
Yes. There's a
Okay.
rather hefty padlock on it that has a little keyhole.
Yeah. I look at the remaining two keys and try them.
Alright, you try the first one. Doesn't work. You try the second one. Doesn't work. Just to be sure, you try the third one.
Try the third one.
Doesn't work.
Fascinating. And Tina kind of like looks up. She did not expect this as part of the plan, and is just like, okay, slight problem.
Is there any magic on this lock?
Sorry, I have detect magic. Someone does.
Leah does.
Cerisa does.
Cerisa also has
Yeah. Who wants to cast
Well,
it?
Leah can only cast it as a ritual right now.
She can ritual cast it. Can I hop behind the bar and start like looking for like a, like a key like tucked under the,
Yeah,
under the lip of the bar?
You can spend 10 minutes if you want to ritual cast it, and while that's happening, you can look around.
Yeah,
If Leah
Cerisa's
wants to commit to it.
concentrating.
Yeah, ritual.
Alright. So Cerisa, you concentrate on keeping Pass Without Trace up. Leah, you begin to start ritual casting on the lock here. And Thena, you hop behind the bar. Kigox, is there anything you want to do during that 10-minute period?
If it shows that it's not magical and we can't find a key, I'm probably just going to try to break the lock.
Yeah.
I mean during the 10-minute period.
During the 10-minute period, I'm
you
just
wouldn't know.
keeping an eye. I'm keeping an eye out near the door, in case someone were to make their way in.
Fair enough. All right. And Thena, you hop behind the bar and begin to look around. So you find some old kind of discarded bottles, clearly held liquor. You would actually kind of be familiar with bars, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't take you very long to kind of know the usual tricks of where barkeeps keep things. you would know, okay, this cabinet, alcohol, and over here is where they keep the clean glasses, and you kind of find his specific spots. Every barkeep's got their own little spot where they keep everything, but you find his very quickly. You even actually find a crossbow tucked under the bar that is just actively loaded.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Hey, I get it.
You also find, I'm going to just continue to use your expertise as a barkeep, so you don't need to roll for this. We're just going to say that you find this without rolls since you have that in your backstory. You find a little sort of like compartment that's kind of hidden under the bar. It just kind of looks like your average wooden cupboard, but there's sort of like a double slide on the cupboard door. And so you slide back one thing, find a bunch of empty, slightly cobweb glasses, and then you slide the second door back, and there is a chest back there, relatively small one. It's not like a massive chest that would take like 2 people to carry. It's like a little like lockbox.
Oh. Okay. Can I take it out and try the keys that I have on it?
It is, light enough to pick up, and so you can kind of pull it out of there if you want to have a bit of an easier time with it. But as you pick it up, you can kind of feel it jangling around, like it's decently heavy.
Okay. All right. She'll heave it on top of the bar.
You place it up on top of the bar and try the keys. You try the first one, doesn't work. Try the second one, doesn't work. Try the third one, click.
Yay!
Always the last one.
Always the last one, man.
Yeah, I'm committing to that bit, sorry.
Okay, well, I look inside.
All right, you creak that little lockbox open, and you find a couple things. First, you find just assorted gold pieces and a little bit of silver. There's quite a bit in there. Well over maybe 150 gold in there. Clearly, this is where they're keeping some profits from the bar.
Yeah. Okay.
You also find some kind of like assorted little bits and bobs, things that maybe somebody paid with that weren't just literal gold pieces. You find like a couple gold teeth. You find a few kind of tiny little gemstones. Kind of equivalent values to settle some tabs, probably. And then additionally to that, you find a small wooden box inside of the lockbox, a second box. This one isn't locked because the first one was locked. There's no lock on this one. It's just a small little wooden container that is carved a little roughly with the text "for emergencies only," and "only" is underlined twice with 2 slash marks.
She looks between the box and the door that won't open, and it's just like, I mean, this. I think this is kind of an emergency, and she'll open the little box.
All right, you slide that little box open, and there's a little bit of like sawdust in there to cushion it, but inside of that sawdust is a key. It's a little shinier, a little newer than the other ones.
Okay, she picks it up. She picks up the key. She'll place the wooden box back in the chest, and then not put the chest back in its original place, but just put it behind the counter, so it's kind of out of sight in case somebody were to walk in.
If somebody
and
walked in, they wouldn't see it, or look in the window or something, they wouldn't see it sitting on the counter.
It's sitting on the counter, yes. Okay, all right, and then she will very quickly run over and jump across the counter and hold it up in triumph, and she's like, I think I found it, maybe, hopefully. Fingers crossed this is the one.
All right, I will say that whole little side thing that you just did, Anthony, we'll say that takes the 10 minutes from you finding the hidden compartments and wrestling around with the keys and searching through that little lockbox and stuff. That takes the 10 minutes. And so by the end of that, Leah, you discern it's a mundane lot. It's a pretty darn hefty one. Like, it'd be pretty rough to pick, but it's mundane. You can't sense any magic on it.
I shall relay that information.
As you relay that, Anthena pops up with the key.
Wonderful. Well,
And she will very eagerly try it in the lock.
You try it, and it clicks open.
Yes!
Oh.
Athena like takes a moment and she's like she's kind of gritting because I mean obviously this is highly legal, but she's she's overjoyed at the fact that she's succeeding in very thief things. And then I mean I'll open the trapdoor. Actually,
well.
wait, before I do that.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So
Sure.
hypothetically, so our sounds are muffled, right? If I were to play my bullfrog horn,
The flavor in the flavor text of Pass Without Trace, it says that it creates a veil of shadows and silence. Now, it is not literally
Right.
silencing because there's nothing mechanically that
Not
interacts
silence,
with spoken spells. So
yeah,
that's why I would rule it as not actually literally silencing everything in the bubble, because you guys can still talk to each other. So
right, yeah. It's not like silent. Yeah, no,
but
I do get
say
that.
for the sake of like the verisimilitude of like what does this spell do in world, I would say that it muffles many of your noises. So any sort of loud clatter and stuff would just be the lightest little bump and stuff like that. It's making all those stealth checks much better. And any failure is being reduced because it's adding that +10, right? So all the little things you might drop on the ground, anything that you might knock into, the creaking of your armor and stuff like that is all muffled. And so
Right.
it is.
So how about the horn that's audible to a range of 100 feet?
I'm not gonna lie, guys.
I
I
don't
think
think-
we.
I don't think you can possibly muffle that.
All right, it was worth a shot.
It
Okay.
might sound like a trumpet with a mute in it, but it's still gonna be loud.
Yeah, that sucker's still gonna be loud.
Fair enough.
No,
I
no.
always forget. I never remember to summon my frog before fights, and then it takes an action, so I don't want to do it in fights. But okay, all right.
I mean, it's just an action.
Anthena, yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty important. Okay, anyway, Anthena opens the trapdoor. Not she sneaks out her bugle, but thinks twice and puts it away, and then we'll open the trapdoor.
Yeah, Cereza watched her do that, and she'll be like, "Oh, please
Just
don't."
like slowly shakes her.
no,
All right.
no, don't.
So you creak that trapdoor open, but again, muffled, so everything is rather quiet. And you look down into a sort of room below. You can see kind of wood and a bit of a carpet, and the ladder, of course, that goes down to the lower decks of this ship. There is a bit of light down there, I will say. Even though the map shows some candles, this room is almost pitch black except for that moonlight. Enough to kind of see, even if you don't have dark vision, but quite dark. There's candlelight down there.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. Either somebody's
what do
really
you do?
irresponsible, or there's somebody down there. Okay.
Would you
Athena
want me to
will-
go down first, or
Well, I mean,
in case there's something dangerous?
I will say, just you opened the trapdoor and looked down. You could like swing your head down if you wanted to look at the whole room. I just wanted to make
Yeah.
that clear. I'm just telling you what you see immediately when you look down the ladder.
Immediately.
But if you wanted to try
Yeah.
to look at more, that would be possible.
I do want to try to look at more,
All right.
and then we'll determine.
I have deja vu right now. I'm having
Yeah, wait, does
deja vu.
anybody... Yeah, but it is light enough down there, like you wouldn't need dark vision to see what's
No.
in the room,
Don't
right?
throw a
No,
shoe down there.
That room is much more lit
I-
than this room.
Anthena looks back at Sarisha, she's like, wasn't planning on it.
Okay, good.
It almost worked. Okay, if it was any other creature down there, it would have been fine.
No. No, just
So
don't
I'm not
throw
quite sure if
anyone.
that's true.
Yeah. It was a nice attempt. Just don't do it again. That's all I ask.
So you're gonna
Just-
swing your head down? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually just gonna send you specifically a screenshot of what you see,
Oh,
just for fun, so you can describe it to the
Okay.
others. I think
That's
it's more fun
cool.
to do it like this.
I agree. Okay. Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, this happened to me one time. That was funny.
Where's Discord? I'm sending it on Discord privately to you.
Okay, cool.
All right. So you look down, you swing your head down that ladder, and you can tell everybody else what you see down there. So you're right at the ladder, but you can see the whole room.
Ooh, okay. Oh. Interesting. Okay. All right. I will convey it to everybody. She'll like peek her head down, then pull back up.
Duck your head back up.
And she's like, okay, I don't see a person down there. It just looks to be a bunch of barrels. And some of them have got, I think, like, skull and crossbones, it looks like. So... but there's 2 candles, and...
I will say they're lanterns.
They're lanterns. Still.
Sort of like...
Don't take any chances. We're in a wooden boat. Yeah. No, I don't trust it. And that, yeah, and then, so, yes, there's 2 lanterns, and then there looks to be, like, a door at the back, so I think we should be careful in case there's somebody else in a different part of the hall.
Oh boy. Alright. Let's
So everybody just be quiet, and we'll figure it out from there.
Alright.
Okay. Anthena will go down the ladder.
Very well. I'm just gonna see if I can quickly do something real quick. Let's see if this works. I think it will. Beauty. Nice. Alright. Lovely. And that's GM layer, right? GM. Just double checking some stuff. Okay.
It's never good.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
I swear I'm not lying, guys. There was nobody in the first room.
What if you guys get down here and she was lying through her teeth, huh?
That would be so funny. Oh my god. I want to play an evil character.
Surrounded by 17 Tarrasques.
It is my dream to play like a character that like turns on the party. Or it's like the evil,
awful,
you know.
To be honest.
I think it would be epic, but yeah, I've not done that. I only play nice.
You would have to plan it pretty elegantly.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure it's hell from a DM's perspective, but from a player perspective, it sounds fun.
Oh, it is. It is. So, as you silently make your way down that ladder, this is what you all say.
Can I go over to this door and try to like listen and see if I hear any noise on the other side?
Yeah, make a perception check.
While she's doing that, can I move the rug?
14. Yeah, no, smart.
Classic.
Yeah.
The rug eats
Every time
you with
there's
a
a rug.
mimic.
No!
Oh no, it's a rugged smothering. No, we're gone.
No!
You just kind
What
of
is
roll.
that?
You roll up the rug. It's just floorboards in there.
Do we need to dig up the floorboards?
Yes, we must tear the ship apart nail by nail and board by board to make sure that nothing is a mimic.
Exactly.
You know, I'll be very surprised if there's a mimic in here. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
You never know.
Gran would never.
My name is Edwin. I'm a
Charlemagne J. Shackelford would never.
I don't
Right?
put mimics in my campaigns. Right? Silver Song.
Right?
I put 2 mimics in a row against the Silver Songbird. So one of the players went to go like loot and immediately got attacked by one mimic, ran away to the next room, tried another chest, and got attacked by another one. It was really good.
That was oh my gosh, that's fun.
Absolute
That's
cinema.
fun.
Absolute cinema.
I would like to... I want to see what's in these barrels.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly do Anthena's perception check.
Of course, of course.
So Anthena, you make your way over to the door, press your ear against it, and you listen. You do hear clattering, the occasional something being moved. You hear, actually, you'll probably be familiar with this. You hear like a wooden stool moving against a wooden floor. You would be familiar with that sound. And then you hear a couple fairly muffled voices. With a 14, it's a little hard to hear out what exact conversation's happening, but you do discern with a 14 that there are multiple voices. You hear like a man's voice and a woman's voice, so there's got to be more than one person behind there.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I very quickly message all three of them to shut the fuck up. And I'll say like, oh, guys, there's people in the next room. I don't know how many, but more than one for sure.
No. What do you mean there's people in it? What do we do?
I don't know. Okay, hang on. Let me think. Well, we should maybe check out these barrels first and see if we can find anything, and then, hope that they don't come in this room.
Oh.
But, I mean, if these are the people that are blackmailing the church, then we have to go get them, right? I mean,
Yeah, maybe. Or they could be totally unrelated and we're just gonna get... I don't know, walk the plank? Is that what the pirates do or whatever?
when they're on a boat in the middle of the sea, yes. But, I mean...
Oh.
They'll probably just, like, stab you with the swords or, you know, like, shoot your head with their flintlocks.
Leah,
That's not gonna happen.
Leah, you wanted to investigate the barrels. What exactly did you want to do? I will describe them. They're barrels. They're kegs, essentially, but they seem to be sealed up. So there's no like necessarily way to get at the contents. So what do you want to do to investigate? What Anthea told you was correct. They're pretty much all emblazoned with this sort of white stamped paint that is a skull and crossbones.
You know what? If they're all sealed, I'm not gonna attempt to open those. Never mind.
I mean, they're sealed, just to be specific, they're sealed with, like, where the cork of the keg would be is sort of waxed over.
Yeah.
So that's quote-unquote sealed, but not, like, you wouldn't have to smash it necessarily to open it if you got rid of the wax seal. Like, there is a seal there that you could open it if you really wanted to, but when I say sealed, that's what I meant.
Skull and crossbones plus sealed entry point equals no. I'm good. Thank you.
Very well. Then you all make your way over to where Anthena is, by the door. What do you do?
Yeah.
Let me ask an out-of-character question. Do we want to just, like, fight? Like, I feel like that might be our best option. If we want to actually investigate what's happening, but...
There's something behind the door. We know whatever... We're going to encounter something behind the door. If you can hear voices, you hear at least two people.
Yeah.
I mean, fighting at this point, we haven't fought anything here. I don't know if we could sneak through the next room. We could try.
We could try.
Yeah.
We don't know the layout of the next room, so it could be an adjacent hallway or something, or
True.
The it could be the brig.
True. The brig.
Yeah.
Oh. I hope it's the brig.
True.
I have let's see. I mean, I have charm person.
Guys, I should have totally brought Cobalt. Oh my gosh, I feel dumb now.
Do you have your rope snake? I don't know what it would do, but...
Yeah, no, we could have had, like, Cobalt, maybe, I don't know, slither in, scope some things out. Yeah, I feel dumb. I hope Camille and Cobalt are having a good time.
Okay, I can target two people with my charm person.
Cut to them, they're just, like, hanging out, they're eating snacks.
Aww.
Aw, cute.
I also
I say
have charm person if we need us.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, if we need like a
second go around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's so. I think just going in there trying to sneak is worth a shot, and then maybe we could charm them.
Wait.
And then.
Oh yes.
once we understand how many people are there, and then we could fight them if it's not that many. Maybe.
Should I carry Sarisa again?
Well, actually, maybe.
Cereza looks sad. Curse me and all my jewelry.
Carrying her won't help too much here since you're not climbing over anything.
Oh, okay.
So there won't be too much change mechanically. It was purely just because you were giving her a bit of extra height, but here there's not too much benefit for that.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
All right, never mind. I say we just go in.
go for it. Go for it. Oh gosh. Okay.
Are you all trying to go, or just Anthena, or what's going on here?
Ooh. Yeah, we should someone scout it out?
Maybe that's probably a better idea. Okay, who has highest stealth?
Yeah.
Kagok's with 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Leah has the.
Which still doesn't make any sense, but it's fine.
Maybe
I am a
should-
hunter. I sneak up on my prey. That is how this works.
Oh wait, can I like give it to Kagox now too? Can I like transfer the blessing or something?
Yeah, it's not a concentration spell or anything, so it won't cancel your other spell.
Oh yeah, get blessed, Kagox.
I feel blessed. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Tag blast, baby.
Be blessed with
Okay.
blessing of the trickster.
And
Now-
if there is something dangerous on the other side of it, at least I can soak up the hit. I'm more worried
Right,
about
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
getting. I'm more worried about you guys getting hurt too.
True.
We got it. We don't
Alright.
die to pirates in a
Ooh.
basement. Come on now.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
Do we have like
Alright.
a group name? Did we ever decide on one?
oh,
I mean, I know
darn it.
the campaign is Gaunt's Gold, but like, we need like a cute. I feel like
Oh,
I've probably
fair.
already like. Yeah. Wait. That's right. I was gonna say I thought we did. Okay, cool.
The battle
Alright.
sister or the battle.
The battle family.
Got it.
Battle
Don't
family
worry.
doesn't die in a basement. Let's go.
Yeah, Battle Family.
Alright.
We are
Battle
basically
fam, let's
survivors.
go. The battle fam. Let's.
Hashtag battle fam.
Battle
I
Fam.
have a question
fan
for you,
out.
Kagox.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
How do you open this door stealthily? Please describe
How do
it.
I open it? How is the door positioned, and what is it? Does it have
So-
like a latch? Does it have a
So the
A bar?
handle of the door here
Uh-huh.
doesn't seem like it has a lock on it. That was what the trapdoor was for. But it is kind of closed. So there's a bit of a latch there that you can unlatch, and then it would swing this way, you would estimate.
Okay. Well, stealthily, I would lift the latch slowly, and then instead of just allowing the full door to swing, I would put my weight of my shoulder against the door, so that way the hinge wouldn't creak as much. Because weight applied to doors in certain points would keep it from making noise. So I'm going to put my shoulder against it and then slowly ease it forward enough to where I can. I'm a big guy, so it's gonna have to open the whole way. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lift the latch and then shoulder the door while pushing it open.
All right. Can you make a stealth roll for me? Just you.
Yes. Now I get
Advantage plus a plus 10 at the end of it. So whatever you roll highest, we'll add a plus 10 to.
okay. 16
Your,
plus 10.
Sneaky little cleric pulling a lot of weight.
Thank you, little cleric.
Advantage plus a plus 10 is a hefty fat buff.
Yeah.
This is true.
It's about as buff as
So-
you can get in D&D.
26.
All right. So you silently open that door. Nobody hears nary a creak or clatter. And let me show you what you see.
Now, do we still have message up too?
So message, just again, also for chat's benefit for those who hadn't seen previous sessions, multiple of you guys know message, plus, and when someone messages you, they can respond once. That's how message works. So it's not like a chat room that you like open up,
Yeah,
but
right.
we've been using it that way because mechanically you guys could just discuss everything. by going back and forth and repeating information a whole bunch, but I'm not going to make you guys do that because that's boring. So I allow you guys to just silently speak whenever you want in character.
Okay.
So then we're imagining that to be you guys passing that information around and consulting each other with the message. So please feel free to silently discuss in character. Don't feel like you need to go out of character to make it quiet. You guys do have a message, so you can silently talk in character.
Okay.
But for the people who don't know message, you can't initiate that conversation. Just to make
Can I say
fair.
that I would have opened up the line before Kagox went in so he could talk to us?
If you want to ask Kagok something, go ahead. But it's not like a line that you open up. You message, he responds. So you have to say something to him.
And
But
Theta will
if
say,
you want to know what he's thinking, then yes, you can ask him something. That's what I'm saying. But they can't they can't do anything. That's why the ones who don't know message are doing the hand signal.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be me. That would be me.
And Theta says, Kagox, what do you see?
What do my elephant eyes see?
Kagox, what do your elephant eyes see?
Well, I've opened up that room so you can see it, everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure. So, you creak this door open and kind of peer your head around it. And just one moment. You see...
There we go. Oh no, he saw. Not that one. That is a beard.
Oh
Oh no, she saw.
Oh no! Oh no, they're hot! Oh no!
You-
Whoa.
you peer around the door. Actually, Anthony, you probably get a pretty good perspective of it as well from there, to be honest. Where you're standing, you'd probably be able to see just as much as Chaos can.
She can look at me anytime.
So if you want, both of you are looking right now.
Okay.
So you see 3 figures in the room. For starters, I'll describe the room, but you do see 3 figures in it. So you look beyond the door and find what appears to be some sort of strange laboratory. Kind of par for the course for this city. Illicit alchemy is kind of the vibe of Marenhall. And so you aren't particularly surprised to find something like this, but it does take on a bit of a different form than the other ones that you might have seen. As these people they're actively growing plants in pots. And they're having to be a bit creative, if you will. They've refashioned a lot of furniture that one might see within a pirate ship and sort of made their own little system here. You can see more of those kegs marked with the skull and crossbones piled up along the left wall, as well as a few different crates and chests and stuff full of all sorts of things. You can see a few alembics and large tumblers and glass vials and jars sitting around. And they all kind of have this eerie green to them. Seems like they're only focusing on one thing from what you can gather. Where Kreekrock had a multitude of everything going on all at once, these people seem to be working on just one specific recipe. Now that you've seen enough alchemy labs, you're probably getting quite used to them, and you can estimate that these people seem to be focusing on something. Now, they don't seem to have noticed you. You can see them, they're dressed in your pretty standard pirate garb. But with your crazy high roll, they have not noticed the door opening. These 2 fellows are kind of like both leaning on the table with their elbows so that they're facing kind of this way and just chatting.
Okay.
The woman is sort of bent over a desk here and facing away from you. So in this moment right now, none of them are aware of you, but if any of them were to look at the door, they would see it open.
Okay. Really quickly, I hold up 3 fingers because I don't know what Anthena can see. I know that she can see in there, but I don't know what she can see. I hold up 3 fingers to indicate 3 people. And what does... Go ahead.
One quick thing just before you get into something else. I wanted to add one more bit. Anthena, make a history check for me.
Oh my god, please let me do good. Shit, where's my history? Oh, I'm nervous. No! It's a 10.
Something vaguely familiar about these people, but they're all facing away from you, so you can't quite tell.
Vaguely from... Okay, alright. Will you let me attempt it later when I get a better look at them?
Yeah, again, you're not looking at any of their faces. They're all looking away from you, so it's a little harder to tell.
Okay.
That's what we're rationalizing your 10 as, but were you to see their faces, you might. Because there's something vaguely familiar about the three of them.
Shit! Okay, alright. And Theodore probably, like, has not a conniption, but, like, is now, like, bent over, like, squinting her eyes at these people. What are we... I'll message Kagox. Yeah, do you think we could take them? Do you want me to see if I can cast some sort of magic and make them non-hostile, or what?
Would you be able to get all three?
Yes.
If you can. If you can.
I can target 3 people if I cast it at a 3rd level.
Before you cast that, I want to ask, what does the room smell like anything? Since I've been in a few alchemical labs, since I've been here, does something smell off in this room?
Is it weed? Are they growing weed?
Not
weed.
I'm asking, like, do I smell sulfur or do I smell something specific?
Yeah, I'll describe the scent for you. So you have been in several alchemy labs, but a lot of them were sort of like an assault on the senses. It was sort of like a million different things all at once. A bunch of different things being brewed, whether it's the Alchemisium, where they have a bunch of different people working on projects, from like the grease of the oil and stuff like that, to the scent of sweeter potions, a big cacophony of scents, right? And even, Belshazzar's lab, Kreekrok's lab, all of that, a bunch of different projects all going on at once. This is a very specific scent, and you do get sulfur. It's not brimstone, just to make that clear, since you smelled brimstone before. But it has this sort of like sulfuric, a little bit acidic. You kind of feel that tingle in the nose hairs. But that's about it. It's just that very one specific scent. They're just working on one thing.
Okay. I try to mentally describe the odd scent. I don't know how keen everyone else's senses are because I have a keener nose.
I don't think I got that.
So I described that really quickly. It's like, I don't know if you can smell this, but this is what I smell. It smells acrid. It smells like it would burn my nose hairs. So whatever they're making, it's probably volatile or at the very least dangerous. So if we have to do anything dangerous, like spells, be careful.
Okay. I relay that to the other 2, and then through message, obviously, and then I'll say, what do you guys think? Should we? I can try and cast magic to make them amiable to us, and then we can. If that doesn't work, then I say we just fight them.
If it doesn't work, I'll rush the 2 men. Is what I say. If it doesn't work, I'll rush the 2 men.
Maybe the woman's the most dangerous one.
Well, I can hit the 2 men.
Yeah,
I'll just rage.
Closer.
Yeah, they're closer. No.
I don't need to fight the woman.
Kagox would never fight a woman. He would never fight a woman. He's
We.
he's a gentleman. He would never fight a woman. No.
Wait, no, Kagox is a real feminist. He would never fight a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, just create an incredibly elaborate plan to rob.
That's a feminist lit.
But yeah, if the spell doesn't work, I will rush towards the 2 guys and then.
And I have some ranged spells, so hopefully, fingers crossed.
Oh, but they're gonna know our faces, guys. That's the problem here.
They'll only know them if we leave them alive, Sarisa.
Oh, whoa. We're not. We said we were not going to kill anyone during this.
What if they try to kill us?
I just for the sake to just interrupt very quickly. We're freezing time a little bit, but if any of these people glance at the door, they'll see you.
Uh-oh.
So you are under a bit of a time crunch here.
Yeah.
Maybe shut the door while we discuss what to do.
If I can shut it stealthily, I will.
Yeah, I would say you can shut it just as stealthily as you open it. We'll count that in the same action.
Okay, that's fine. So
okay.
seeing it, I close the door, but I stay near it in case they're the first ones through.
I have kind of a crazy idea.
Oh?
I love crazy.
Well, it's not actually crazy, but I feel like it would be interesting. So Anthena gets the sense that there's something vaguely familiar about these people. She knows they're pirates, obviously, and she knows that they're most likely involved with the blackmailing of the church. What if she disguises herself as the dead Lucian just to get in the door and see what happens? I don't think they would be immediately aggro. We'll see.
They'd probably be pretty stunned.
Exactly, and that could be the opening for everybody else to come in.
Yeah, we're gonna do like a ghost thing?
Yeah.
A ghost thing?
They're seeing the ghost of past.
Oh,
Oh my god.
can I like help with that with like thaumaturgy and make like spooky noises and whispering and stuff? Is that a thing?
Full
You can
haunted
cause-
house shit happening here.
You can cause flames to flicker, dim, brighten, or change color. Oh!
Yeah,
And then
I
we
mean, I often describe thaumaturgy as the haunted house spell.
Oh my god!
So
Oh, dude, we can wig them out something fierce, guys. You know, like
we could
we
fuck
can
them
only
up here.
we can only create one of the following magic effects, though. So I
You
couldn't
could,
make spooky noises.
Kegox has thaumaturgy.
yeah,
Wait, this
so
is
you
crazy.
could do two effects at once. You could even carry one of the lanterns and change the color of it.
Oh!
This is crazy.
Oh my
That's
god!
actually kind of epic.
Okay, this is actually really sick.
Yeah, and if it literally does nothing, then you all just come in and we'll attack them because they'll probably be attacking me.
Okay.
All right, what color do we want the flames? Green, blue.
Red. Deep
Red for the devil!
From hell. From hell.
No, like ghost ship stuff is like blue or green, isn't it?
Green, yeah.
Yeah.
Ghosts tend to be.
Alright, I like green. I like green.
A ghostly new blue passport.
You have a blue passport. Okay. Do we want to try this?
Yes.
If nothing else, it will be really interesting. So
What do you need me to do? I've never gotten to manifest this power with my giant ability, so what thaumaturgy sound or thing would you like me to do? Since Cerisa's doing the fire and the lantern.
ooh.
I could do like ominous whispers.
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah.
Wait, look.
That's epic.
Look at Leah's list. Can Leah use frostbite, but like to put a chill in the air? Can I do that?
It's a
Can she
very
do that?
non-traditional use of the spell. But I'll let you roll an Arcana to see if you can do it.
Okay,
Since I like it.
okay, well I rolled a nat 20, so
Oh, alright. Then yeah, you can do it. I'll let you spell shape just a little bit. Roll of cool.
Rule of cool.
Rule of
Rule of
Yeah,
cool.
Cool.
Yeah, she can
Alright.
chill the air.
I could also use thaumaturgy to swing the door open really quickly.
Mhm.
Maybe
Yeah, but then
startle
we
them.
have to hide.
You could also
Yeah,
We
use
have
true.
to be hidden.
foot to do that.
I could use my
Foot.
I cast foot.
I guess foot.
I cast foot.
So I'm going to do some ominous
Dan
whispers.
Schneider going crazy right now.
Cerisa's gonna change the color of the lanterns and stuff to green. Or blue?
Anthena,
Blue.
Green and
blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
blue passport.
Yeah. And then Leah's gonna drop the temp.
This is
Alright.
so epic.
So a chill runs through the air. The lantern flickers for a second and then changes to blue, giving a ghostly light to the area. And Athena, what are you doing?
Anthena kind of freezes for a moment. She gets really, really quiet. And then she casts Disguise Self. And she changes herself to look like the deceased Corsair himself, Lucian Goldheart.
I don't have a Lucian portrait because you haven't given me one. But I do have something you can use instead that's very appropriate.
Okay, do it. I have a Pinterest board of like supposed. Yeah, not a skeleton, but I really like it, so absolutely this works for right now.
What do you mean he's not a skeleton? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Not cool, man.
Sarisa, thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy, Sarisa. If we cast the spell multiple times, you can have up to 3 of its 1-minute effects active at a time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you can really double up on it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Real
some tremors in the ground, just.
We're gonna scare the crap out of them, or we're gonna be like, what the heck? Okay.
They're gonna be high as shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, up to 3, so I can do spooky lantern stuff.
We'll do
what else?
spooky lantern stuff, and then maybe we'll do tremors, and then we can have the whispers follow.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
All right.
Let's do that.
Yeah, this is epic. Okay. Again, to clarify, the vision you see before you is not a skeleton. It's a normal dude. He's got, like, dark hair that comes down his chin that's pulled back in, like, a little ponytail.
A normal dead dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
listen.
he's
yes.
green, and he goes chicken jockey.
No! No!
Steal.
Bacon Steve.
Another. Anyway, it's, to be honest, so it's a very accurate rendering because it's literally like the way I think of Disguise Self is like your own interpretation of a person, and so it's very much exactly how he looked, but it's a much softer version of him because that's all that she knows or remembers. It's not like his like
really sad,
bloodthirsty pirate self. But she still tries to like really like assume the posture. She grips her rapier at her side, just kind of like casually, and just like has her hand resting on it. And then she pulls out. Ooh, actually no. I think the Disguise Self probably includes the hat, but it's not like a real physical thing on her head. And yeah, I think she'll kind of just like take a moment. She's very like specifically not looking down at herself, like she's like making sure that her head is up so that she can't see herself in her peripheral vision, and then she will open the door and walk in.
Does she have a lantern?
Oh yeah, and she takes the lantern.
Right, Cereza casts thaumaturgy to make it all blue.
Hagox casts thaumaturgy to make the ground kind of rumble underneath of them.
All right. So. Let's find some spooky music, shall we? This is spooky, isn't it? Oh yeah. Let's go.
Ooh.
Divinity
The
Reach
title.
into- All right. So, carrying a haunting ghost light and a chill running through the air, Anthena, you stride into the room and see that while the door was closed, some of them moved slightly. But if you're not making any attempt to be stealthy this time, then they will all notice you. First, kind of the ones at the table and the guy over here, they kind of notice you, and the woman at the desk kind of hears the door open and kind of instinctively turns around, and all 3 of them look right at you. And for just a moment, there's just dead silence except for the slight groan of the ship. And 3 of them look like they've seen a ghost. Not just because they're looking at what you are surmising to be a ghost, but because they quite literally are looking at a ghost. And Anthena, as they all turn and their faces go white and their eyes widen, you recognize them. From a long time ago. You did a job with them, didn't you?
No way. Shit. I think. Oh God. Okay. She. All right. Anthena's a performer, but she is not immune to her own emotions and things. And I think, though the spell doesn't drop, she immediately like cowers, and her whole presence, her whole like trying to put on this like show of like, you know, I'm this guy, just immediately drops, and she's very much back to looking like it looks fake. Oh.
During that split second, there's a rumbling from your allies. Ghostly whispers fill the air, Anthena. What do you do? The three pirates are just standing there like mouths agape, just kind of gawping at you, basically. None of them has said anything. None of them can really find their breath.
Oh God. What would she do? I think... Ooh. You guys see Anthena kind of backs up through the door. I mean, you're not seeing her, but you know that she's terrified. She kind of shrinks into herself and just leans up against the wall over here.
Is anybody closing this door?
I use thaumaturgy to close the door.
All right, like slamming it or closing it, or what are you doing?
Like a loud slam. Yeah.
Yeah, as the ghostly visage withdraws through the door, it slams shut behind them. All right. Now, you hear silence from the other side of the door for a second. A couple seconds. And then you start to hear a bunch of scrambling behind the door. What do you four do now?
Anthena, what happened?
Actually, I think she keeps the spell up, so you're still not looking at her. She's kind of blubbering, and she's kind of got like her hands to her face, and she's like, I know them. They're. I worked with them. I guess
Friend or foe? And that's all Kegox asks. Friend or foe?
Foe.
Okay. I ready my maul, and I'm just going to go in. I don't want them to prep too much. If they put Anthena in a state like this, we're going to have to fight them anyway. So I go in.
Bro. Yeah. What about the other two? Sarisa, Leo?
Yeah, Leah's prepping her spellbook. So, no words needed.
Nope. Going in after?
Yep.
All right. As I go in, I begin to rage and then grow in size.
Yeah, we'll get to going in for a second. I just
Yeah.
want to know what Sarisa's doing.
Okay.
Rika, you're muted if you're not aware of that.
Christ, I was trying not to like squeal or tee-hee during the moment.
Yep.
Okay. I'm back. Cerisa's gonna go over to Anthena. Maybe hold her hands, even though it's not Anthena, but is Anthena. Anyway, to be like, Athena, what's going on? What do you mean you know these people?
She's like struggling to like word how she wants to say it. She's like, before I was here, I was with them. I mean, you know where we all met, right?
When we were heading off to the prison. Yes? So what does that mean?
The reason that I was that I was captured, they're dangerous, and I mean truly.
How dangerous, Anthena?
This isn't some small thing. This isn't some just rogue band of pirates doing something, for a bit of money. It has to be a much bigger deal.
Teresa looks very conflicted. But she can tell that Anthena's very shooken up by this. Well, okay. I'll take your word for it, I guess.
Just be careful, is all I'm saying.
We're not gonna have to, Teresa's very hesitant to say the word. We're not gonna have to kill them, though, right? We said we weren't gonna do that during this whole heist. I mean, I know you have something going on between them, but we're not gonna do that, right?
I think you see something change in her expression, because her instinctual reaction to all this was fear and run and hide and, get out of there and get away from them. And then I think as she's processing the information a little bit deeper, she's realizing that this is the group of people that not only kind of screwed her over and, took advantage of her, but now are also doing that to someone else, and in such close relation to someone that she really, really cared about. And it kind of all bubbles up for a second, and her face just switches from like panic and fear to just anger and just determination. And she looks up at you and she goes, "We're gonna do whatever we fucking have to."
Teresa goes quiet. Maybe shrinks away a little bit.
All right.
I will stand and try to go through the door.
Very well. Teresa, are you following?
She stays behind everyone, but I guess she is gonna follow.
All right. Because the two of you didn't charge in, I'm going to nerf your initiative count, but other than that,
Okay.
you can still take part in the first turn, since you were just kind of talking. You weren't doing a bunch of stuff out here. All right. So the group that charges in, you two charge in first. So I'll put you here and here. We'll put Kegox here because he went in first. He's a little closer. And then you two will be back here. But I'm going to nerf your initiative count when we do our rolls. So you guys will be at the end of the order. So as you guys charge in, you see that while that door was closed, the pirates have been on the move. They're now on the farther side of the room. and they're holding weapons now. They're over by this door, and one of them was actually facing it when you charged in. But as you charge back in, they all whirl around. And you see them all kind of lock eyes with you. And there's another moment of kind of stunned silence. But just like a half second where they were expecting something else, clearly. Not a giant mammoth and an elf girl to be charging through that door. They thought they were about to square up against something completely different. But they are already holding their weapons, so it doesn't take them that long to ready themselves. And so, roll initiative.
Five.
Brutal.
Hey, listen, we're getting there, so it's fine.
18.
Yeah, I'm gonna nerf Sarisa and Athena and put them at the end of the order.
Did my roll go through?
Yes, it did. You rolled a 17, right?
Yes.
Okay, then yes. Yes, it went through to my thing.
I didn't happen to catch them off guard by like just charging through the door because I was just going to run straight at them. But if not, that's okay.
Well, so to pull back the curtain slightly, what occurred when Anthena retreated and you closed the door behind is they all kind of looked at each other for a second, went, "What the fuck is going on?" and immediately armed up. Because when they were stunned into silence when they saw somebody that they knew to be dead walk through that door,
Right.
but then they saw that person just immediately leave. So they're like, what's happening?
Sorry, guys.
And
It would have been great.
their lizard brain said, "Get weapon." And they also went over to this door. You don't know exactly why
Okay.
one of them was facing this door, but they're all turned to face you now. So you didn't surprise them necessarily because their immediate action was, "We don't know what's going on. Probably weapons."
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm just gonna drop Athena down in the turn order just to represent the fact that you guys were in that other room for a little bit. But I won't kick you. I won't make you like skip a turn.
Thank you. So generous.
Athena a 4, Sarisa, since Athena went first. All right. Now we are at 2 hours and 56 minutes, so I think we should probably call it here.
No.
Because combat encounters tend to take around 40 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on how involved of a combat encounter it is. So we'll be quite vastly over time by the time we finish this.
That means I can have a Lucian character sprite for
Yeah,
next
we'll
session.
get you a
Next
Lucian
time.
for next time. So if you give that to me, I can replace the portrait here.
Let's go.
Oh. A portrait, you say?
No.
Down,
Rika,
down,
no.
Rika.
It's a one-time use thing. I do not. I love your art so much. It's so beautiful, but I would not ask that of you.
I heard art. You gotta get the spray bottle.
What drawing app do you use? Procreate or what's the other one?
Ooh. Me?
Yeah,
Clip Studio?
Clip Studio. Yeah. I'll spray the spray bottle as you try to spray the.
Yeah, if you try to boot up Clip Studio, I will find your account through my Clip Studio account and send you hate mail.
What? No.
Very delicate hate mail. Be like, Rika, put the pen down.
Oh, that's so funny.
No.
Rika, are you opening it right now?
It's been open. I've been doodling.
No. She's so evil.
All right.
Can't stop.
Too powerful.
We'll call it here because we are actually already past 10, even though it's 2 hours and 58 minutes in the stream. We started a little later, but if it was just another conversation, I might go a little longer. But a combat encounter typically takes like an hour, so
True.
So we'll call it here, and we'll pick back up again next time with a little skirmish below decks.
That's one way to put it. Me out. Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo.
You know what else they call a skirmish?
No, I don't want to know. All right, let's go over here.
He's like, you don't get to play the game anymore. You don't get to play.
You're kicked out of
You don't get to play. You don't
Leah
get to
got
play.
struck by a bolt of lightning. She's out of the campaign.
No, my queen. My queen. She doesn't deserve that.
All right.
Maybe she does a little bit.
So we'll
She
end the
does
session
maybe.
here for tonight. It's a decent enough spot to end because it's a nice little cliffhanger for you. Who
What?
could these
Great.
people be?
I
What
wonder,
is their
bro.
mysterious connection to our dear Anthena?
It's not
Who
good.
knows, dog? Who knows?
Who knows indeed.
It's a mystery until next week.
Find out
Okay,
next
Mom.
time.
Next week on God's
on Gaunt's
Gold.
Gold. So, speaking of, does anybody have anything that interferes with next week?
Mm,
Ooh,
no,
think so.
I don't think so.
let me make sure.
Well, if anything comes up, please do let me know, but pencil ourselves in for a tentative yes, and if anything changes, we'll make the update. So let me know. Anyway,
I should be good for it. I just don't.
Very well. But still, if anything does change, please let me know as soon as you're able. I know sometimes last minute stuff happens, so don't sweat that. But if you know, then let me know just so I can make other plans. Plan a different stream or something like that. So, we'll wrap up here for tonight. Thank you players for playing. It was a good session. They did Heist is happening, not false advertising.
Heist is happening.
Wait, a
Little,
heist is happening? Let's rewind a little bit. We need to go back. We need to...
A little B&E in our D&D, as I said the other time.
Oh, good one.
No, Chad. Yeah, if you just so you know, anytime you guys cancel on me, chat forces me to read Dr. Seuss books at 3 times speed. So
I'm so sorry.
That's what you're doing every time you cancel on me.
I think we just need. No, it sounds like we need to
Chat-
cancel more
chat
often.
chains me to my desk and forces me.
Good job, chat.
We did the Dr. Seuss challenge recently. That's what they're referencing. We did
It
the
was so
Fox and
funny.
Socks challenge. It was legitimately painful.
Did you win?
I mean, that's up to chat.
I think chat won.
Chat
chat won.
truly won, but it's up to chat as to whether or not they feel I succeeded. I feel I did, but they're
Did
the
they feel
final
like-
arbiters, so they can let you know. I did read the entirety of the book with 0 errors backwards.
Oh
So-
shit!
Yes, you did.
Like not each paragraph, like starting at the end and reading each paragraph backwards, each word backwards.
Oh,
Like
shit.
we started at like the
Wait,
period and we went
wait.
backwards like that,
We have a clip for that.
which is shockingly difficult because anytime you look at any other word than the one you're currently on, your brain will autocorrect the sentence.
Yeah.
It took
no,
a
that
lot of
ma-
tries,
that's-
but we did it,
yeah.
the whole thing backwards.
Shit. Didn't know I was in the presence of a professional Dr. Seuss reader.
It was a nightmare stream for me. It was a bit of a fever dream on my end, but I'm glad that Chad enjoyed it.
He might actually be Dr. Seuss, guys. I hate to say it.
Holy shit.
He might be him.
Seuss incarnate.
Exactly.
The beginning of the book, there's a little sign that says this book is dangerous.
Wait, that's
And
really
were they
funny.
right? Is
He's
the
a-
book dangerous?
He isn't messing around.
Yes.
He's dead on.
It's painful, that book is.
Yeah, Rika has also read it on stream, so Rika can testify that it's a bit of a nightmare.
It
What
is.
if I read it and I'm goaded? What is that?
I'd be proud of you.
Liv, don't say that because I can genuinely send you the PDF right the fuck now.
Oh no! Yeah, do it.
Right
Do
the
it.
fuck
Send me
no.
the PDF.
That's right.
Yeah,
Read
send
it.
it. Send it. Send
Read
it.
it.
All right.
Do
Send
it.
I'll read it. Send it.
All right. I was gonna end
Send
the
that
stream,
shit.
but now we gotta derail.
No. Wait, I
Yeah.
do this now? Like live?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Right now.
you're the one
Okay,
who's talking
wait.
all that smack.
So
So
the challenge is to what? Read it? Like,
read it with 0 errors. You can't say an incorrect word. You can't get tongue tied. You can't anything.
okay.
You can't even pause in between words. Chat wasn't letting me pause in between
What?
words either. You can't
You can't
stop. And
pause?
you can't stop and figure out what the next part of the sentence is. You have to just go. I was
Okay.
speed running that thing.
Okay.
Here you go.
How long did it take you to get it? What, page 1 through 50?
Oh, it's a 50-page
Yes.
book. Didn't I tell you that, Liv?
What?
That's right. 50 pages of suffering.
Yup.
How do I view this in full screen? Wait, I'm on my phone. Wait.
Oh, there should be a full screen thing. There's a little square.
Click to view in full screen.
Yep.
Oh, but I only have like there's like an animation of me flipping the pages.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do I have to read the? Do I have to read the?
You don't have to read the foreword and everything. You start at
Yeah, the
Fox,
forward.
Socks, Box, Knocks.
Okay.
Classic.
Oh dear God. Okay. 50 fucking pages. Are you shitting me?
Yep. You were
No.
talking some mad smack there, Liv. So let's hear
Now.
it.
Right now.
Oh.
I don't think you truly realize what this book involved because you're just looking at the first couple pages. This shit gets real bad.
No, my
Yeah,
God.
nice.
And
I
don't
think I
forget,
can do
if you
it.
make a single error, you have to start over. That was my stream challenge.
I'm not starting over.
Single
I'll
error, I
just-
had to start the
I'll
whole
take
book over.
the L. I'll take the L when I
Alright.
get to the point where I. All right, I'll
Let's
take
hear
the
it.
L.
Let's hear it.
All right. I'm laughing too hard. I can't do it.
You're not even gonna be able to start, bro.
Okay. All right. Fox, socks, box, knocks. Knocks in box, fox in socks. Knocks on fox in socks in box.
Mhm.
And then a picture. Socks on knocks and knocks in box. Fox and socks on box on knocks. Chicks
Mhm.
with bricks come. Chicks with blocks come. Chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. Look, sir, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's do tricks with bricks and blocks, sir. Let's do tricks
Yeah.
with chicks and clocks, sir. First, I'll make a quick trick brick stack. Then I'll make
gotta
a
go
quick
faster
trick
than this.
block stack. I can't. There's pages that I'm
It's a
flipping.
speed run,
like-
man.
Oh my god!
Yeah, what the fuck?
You can make a quick trick chick stack. You can make a quick trick clock stack.
Mhm.
And here's a new trick, Mr. Knox. Socks on chicks and chicks on fox. Fox on clocks on bricks and blocks. Bricks and blocks on knocks on box. And a picture. And now we come to ticks and talks, sir. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, sir. Clocks on fox tick. Clocks on knocks talk. Six.
She stopped. She stopped. She stopped. I knew 6 sick bricks tick would get her. I knew it. I knew it.
Did I
That's a
get
tough
you?
one.
I have a list.
Yeah.
See, uncle. Oh, terrible. Dude, I got through like, I don't
Now-
even know how many pages.
You
Like
got
4.
Through, you got through 20 pages.
Oh my god.
But flip to the end of the book. It gets fucked up. Because you haven't even met Sue yet. You don't even know what a
Oh,
Tweedle
nope,
Beetle is. You don't know who Slow Joe Crow is.
Sue is, yep, Slow Joe Crow
Sue
is
sews
here.
rose on Slow Joe's clothes. Fox sews hose on Slow Joe Crow's nose. Hose goes, rose grows. Nose hose goes, some crows, rose grows some. Yeah, it gets real fucked up down the line, man.
You have this shit memorized.
Yes.
Well,
Hey,
I have
guys.
something new to
Gotta
do
be-
now. Here's
gotta
lots
be.
of
I
new
did
glue
it,
goo
like,
now. New
50
goo, blue
plus
goo,
times
gooey
on
gooey,
stream.
blue goo, new goo, gluey gluey. Gooey goo for chewy chewing. That's what that goo goose is doing. Do you choose to chew goo too, sir? If
Yes,
sir, you sir,
choose to choose, sir. With the goo goose, choose, sir, do, sir. Yeah.
Yep, that's word for word. Yeah, yeah.
feel like
Sheesh.
this is my
Oh
fault.
my god,
It
Ben
is.
and Bim are here.
Don't-
Ben,
It
Ben,
is.
Bim's
Don't make any
broom,
mistakes,
Bim,
Ricky. It is your fault.
Ben's broom. Ben's
Oh yeah,
broom.
man. Oh yeah.
Oh my god. What the fuck is
Oh
this?
yeah.
So sorry.
Man. wait till you meet Luke Luck, man.
Yeah, Luke Luck likes lakes. Luke's duck likes lakes. Luke Luck licks lakes. Luke's duck licks lakes. Duck
take
takes licks in
Luke
lakes.
Luck likes. Luke Luck takes licks and lakes. Duck likes. Oh, what about
Oh
the
my
what about
God.
the fleas though? The fleas. That's a really good part. That's the most fun part of the
That
book.
oh god, that one's really rough.
Yeah.
Tweedle beetles.
No,
Tweedle
not the
beetle!
Tweedle beetles. The fleas.
I'm at Tweedle beetles,
There
but
were 3
hold
cheese
on.
trees, 3 free fleas flew. While these fleas flew, Freezy Breeze blew. Freezy Breeze made these 3 trees freeze. Freezy trees made these trees cheese freeze. That's what made these 3 free fleas sneeze. That's the most fun part of the book. Everything
take
else is
your word.
suffering.
Okay, well, yeah, this is crazy.
Oh yeah,
I was
he was
my
really
hubris.
spitting with that one.
Yeah, he was spitting. I don't know. I thought I could do better. I'm sorry. I wasn't humble. I was humbled.
Yep.
I got cooked by that.
You did.
Fun though. It was kind of fun though. I'll say that.
That's why I did a whole stream of it, and then I
No.
did it backwards. I did the whole book backwards too.
That's crazy.
Man, I think there is something wrong with you.
Yes,
A little bit.
correct.
No hesitation. Yes.
But it's okay. I had a jump scare that I kept triggering to scare Rika.
Yeah, he did.
It was FNAF Foxy because it's Fox in socks.
Yeah, he did.
Wait, no, I get that. FNAF Foxy is scary.
True.
He is. He's so scary.
I just had
the
Foxy
noise.
jump out of the screen every once in a while. Scary.
Oh my god! Wait, that would no that
I
that
had
is
it on
that's,
a button trigger.
oh my god,
Meanie. It's mean.
that is cool. 'Cause Foxy's like genuinely scary.
That's true.
yes. The noise he makes is scary. He had the noise too, which
Oh,
really
yeah, I
made
did
me
have the
jump.
noise too.
Yeah, you did. I know
Oh.
you did.
I turned it down actually. I turned it down in the audio before I started the stream because it was too loud.
No, that's part of the fun. Just become absolutely like deaf from a Foxy jump scare.
No, thank you.
Anyways, I digress. We're ending the stream.
Sorry to derail.
All right. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for the gifted subs that we got there from Bluefin. Very kind of you. And thank you for chat for tuning in and keeping us company and making fun of us and putting up with the ads. And yeah, this stream, remember, brought to you by Mike and Ike separately. Not the candy company. That's not it. Not those guys. Mike and Ike, different people. But they both sponsor the stream. So just so you know, we have to shout out to our sponsors. Thank you so much for funding this particular stream. They didn't fund the rest of Gaunt School, just this one stream. I don't know why they wanted to fund just Session 22, but they went for it.
Because there's 2 of them. 2.
True, yeah.
2.
That must be
That's
it.
why.
That's probably it. I haven't asked them, but that's probably it, if I had to guess. Anyways. As for streams this week, we probably have some collabs planned.
Yeah.
Some collabs.
Collabs.
Some collabs. Probably. We said, Friday for more Void Crew? Is that what we said, Rika?
Yeah, we said Friday more Void Crew.
Okay, and
And
then
are
we
we still doing...
We might also do
Yeah,
a
we-
Thursday stream, Night Rain.
Yeah.
Okay. So you might see something on Thursday. I don't know. We didn't say 100%, so we'll plan that. But you might see an Elden Ring Night Rain stream on Thursday, I believe,
Yeah.
depending on when that actually releases. It says the 29th, but that might be the 29th at like midnight. So
Uh-oh.
11:59 on the 29th. So I don't actually know, but you know, we might do it then. If not, then we'll do that soon because we want to play Night Rain. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
So that's what's coming up, but definitely, most likely, unless it's canceled, a Friday stream of more Void Crew. We had a really good time last time, and we're all really eager to play it again. That game is sick as hell.
Yeah, it is.
Gunnery Officer Rika is chomping at the bit to shoot some more people,
Hey, bang bang.
and I wanna vibe out in the vacuum of space. I want to. I'm gonna vent, this time, chat. I promise I'll vent Rika out the other.
No!
We'll get her, chat. Don't worry. So that'll be Friday, probably around 7. So tune in. Anyways, that's all for tonight. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Slash tucks you in. Slash kisses your forehead. Good night, chat. Slash reads you Fox and Socks as bedtime story. Backwards. Good night.